What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
And here we go. The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show checking in at 5:42. It's our pleasure to bring you a fresh dose of whatever the hell this is. Hope everyone's doing well. What's going on, Josh?
Geez, not too much. Settling in. A little bummed out about last night's game. Maybe meaning the Wild game, of course.
Oh.
The goalie change. I saw some controversy on that this morning.
Maybe I'll end up sleeping with old goalies, the way things are these days. I don't know. There was some controversy surrounding the goalie.
Maybe they pulled the plug too early.
The goalie change. Piss on that.
I bet Wallstead will be back for the next game. He just needed a little bit of a break. I mean, he played, 7 straight games, right?
It doesn't matter. They got 2 capable goalies. Don't listen to that, Josh. They're trying to rage bait you.
Oh, is that why? Yes. I wasn't enraged. I was interested in the
I know
theory.
You're too grown up and mature for that, but they're trying to rage bait you. They're trying to get you to bite.
And they're doing that Monday morning quarterback thing. Had he, pitched a shutout or, not giving up a goal, they said, see, told you they should have put him in. I told you.
I love playing Captain Hindsight.
Yes, there you go.
I like Captain Hindsight.
The goalies are fine. You're a little bummed about the hockey game,
That's too bad,
Oh,
It's been pretty exciting so far.
It ain't over yet. Hell no, it ain't over.
They're going to sweep us.
No, they're not. Pigs will get back in the series.
That was the sentiment from the rage baiters.
The Avalanche are just so good.
These are the same schmucks who gave up after Game 1 or Game 2 in Dallas, Game 3 against Dallas, however the setup was. Don't listen to these pukes. The Pigs are going to get back in the series, and then then they'll be right back on board, and then whatever direction it goes, forget it. Don't listen to him, Cubby. You just enjoy yourself with your little. You still have your foam Wild Claw, do you not, at the house?
I'll never let that go.
When you're watching the game,
never.
He rakes the walls with his foam Wild Claw. He's got his Martin Skula action figure in the other hand, and he ain't no thing what's going on with the Pigs. Ain't no thing. You'll see. Yeah. Well, how about this just to get your mind off the failures of your local professional hockey club? Did you hear about the $50 movie tickets?
What?
Shoot, I mean...
Are you going to pay $50 to see a motion picture?
No, I remember when I took the family to see one of the Garfield movies way back in the day.
What a treat.
And it was like $50 for the 4 of us, and I thought that was ridiculous. So I can't even imagine... I mean, you're better off just waiting a couple months and renting it on demand.
Yeah.
Spending $20 on it or $25.
And the movie theaters I've been to recently, they're not worth $5 to sit in some of those the way they keep them up. They're pretty gross.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll tell you right now, if tickets to the movie are $50, Josh, you're not going to want to bring one of your friends.
No.
If you brought one of your friends, what would that come to?
One of my friends?
Yeah.
And I'm paying for my ticket and their ticket?
Right.
$100.
Yay. Or not yay.
Not yay.
Not
$100 to go see a movie.
$100 in trade should get you a lot more than 2 tickets to a movie.
Does it include beer?
No, it doesn't include anything.
Oh, that would have got me.
You ever seen a movie worth $50? Well, how about this?
I mean, that's a lot, but I suppose.
This might be an easier question because, there's some great movies out there. You ever watched a movie where you thought that the movie should have handed you $50 on the way out for wasting your time?
Plenty of those.
That's what I was reading earlier. Where is this?
Oh, yes, and it was one that I saw a couple years ago, and I cannot think about what it is, but it was a scary movie, and maybe somebody in the listening audience can give me a name for it. This girl was staying in like an Airbnb, found a weird room in the basement, and decided to like go into it for some reason. And there's like a tunnel down there with a creepy mama monster.
Right. I saw the first 20 minutes, half hour of that movie. It's called Monster Creature Derelict Fentanyl Zombie. It's one word.
Yeah,
Monster.
Maybe it is just like mama or something.
You got to look it up. You got to do the work on this.
But it disturbed me, and then
the character. I remember the bad character was quite scary.
Yes.
But then I turned
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you, brother. and
they owe me money.
Oh, I was just reading about a movie called Trojan War.
Dude.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's a 90s teen comedy, and the reason you haven't heard of it is because it had a $15 million budget, and it made $309 in ticket sales.
Oh, I saw that. I saw parts of that.
Did you really?
Yeah, about some kids trying to get laid. I think they have one rubber between the four of them or something like that. Teenage, I'm going to get laid movie. You know, that's a cliche staple in the movie business. The teenage boys running out trying to get a piece of ass, you know.
Nick, how much does the Iron Claw owe you?
Oh, way more than $50.
That
Friggin'
bad, huh?
Iron Claw, one of the worst piles of... Anyway, this is what I was reading. $50 per movie ticket. This is happening now. Regal Cinemas charged $50 for opening night tickets to see Dune Part 3. And this was at some special IMAX theater. And the friggin' movie did sell out. Dune, I have never saw it, any version of it. I remember when I was a grade school kid, I think Dune was a thing.
I've seen every version of it.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. You like the Dune? What do they fight in the sand? It doesn't matter. They were charging $50 to get in to see Dune Part 3 on opening night. People they jumped on it.
Well, it's IMAX, and that's usually more expensive, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I've never been to one of those.
I don't know what an average IMAX movie costs.
Yeah, they upsell those because there's only so many IMAX theaters, and a lot of those big movies like Dune, you want to see it on the biggest theater possible. So they do upcharge you for IMAX. Usually not $50 though.
What's it say now? The average ticket cost for a motion picture these days in the theater is $18.
Jeez.
Do you know what it cost to see a movie at my neighborhood theater when I was a kid, Josh?
What's that?
It was a dime.
Was it really?
One day I had 40 cents. I went and saw 3 movies that day, and I still had enough change later to buy myself a chocolate bar.
I worked in a movie theater where it was 99 cents.
Yeah, there used to be a little movie theater that I went to growing up called The Plaza. I don't know if it's still there. And that was $1.
Oh, yeah, the Dollar Theater in Apple Valley. Back in the day, that was where we never saw the first run movies. We'd always wait until they're at the Dollar Theater in Apple Valley.
That's the movie theater where like stuff happened. Stuff happened there.
Oh, a lot of hand stuff. A lot of people got their first hand stuff there.
A lot of people walking out with bruised necks for some reason. Hit by a couple golf balls in there? Interesting.
And their pants weren't quite aligned in the front.
Hair askew, perhaps.
Everyone's neighborhood theater had that back row.
Yep.
Where things happen. So it says here movie theaters are jacking up the price because attendance is down. They're still not seeing what they call here pre-pandemic numbers. People are concerned that normal people is how you say it, are being priced out of the movie-going experience.
Those popcorn buckets, well, Dune had one that famously looked like a vagina.
You could have sex with that popcorn bucket.
Yeah, it was kind of a turn-on for me, to be honest. Well, actually, not to be honest. But there was like a Jaws 50th anniversary one that was $140, $150.
Right.
Some of those are outrageously expensive.
They look cool, but some of them seem like difficult to operate, like to get popcorn in the middle of the dark theater.
I don't have the cupboard space to store some of those things.
You know what? That's a good point, too. Yeah, I'd bring that home and be like, oh, great. This is just going to sit in this room in this one spot forever.
$50 to see a movie.
I remember movies was like the cheap date, you know? You'd bring a girl to a movie because a couple bucks for a ticket and a thing of popcorn and wasn't as expensive as dinner. That's what you did to save some money. Now, you're lucky to bring a girl to a movie theater and get out of there for less than $100.
Because of the hand stuff?
Yeah, because you got to pay for the hand stuff. Hand stuff is extra.
Yeah, movie dates are just like not a thing anymore. I'm pretty sure, at least in my experience. Dana, do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a movie my wife and I want to go see, but it's not like when I was single, I'd be like, hey, babe, do you want to go see a movie?
What about this? So you can see live concerts in movie theaters now, like between $40 and $75. They're the ones I've seen so far. AMC is showing a lot of those.
That used to be the price to go to a concert.
That's
now it's the fees.
so depressing.
Maybe even less. You're paying more for parking.
Honestly, you're priced out. We're priced out of everything.
Why'd you point that out? That is so depressing.
Let's go sit in the theater and watch a concert.
What do you think of that one?
Oh, I would never do that.
You wouldn't?
No, I would never do that. I'm not even like interested in what was it? I love Taylor Swift, and she made like that whole concert special. Dana, do you know what it's called?
It's called the Eras Tour. It's the Eras Tour. You go see it on the big screen.
Yeah, and so like you see all the costume changes, all that. You see a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And
I'd like to see a couple of costume changes.
Yeah, right.
In between parts.
Yeah.
I had no interest in that kind of stuff.
My wife went to see that. Here's a couple people texted in saying,
Really?
okay, movie, what?
Your wife went to see that, really?
She went to go see Taylor Swift, the movie, yes.
Oh, that
Yeah.
surprises me. I didn't know that she
She
was
loves that
fond of
stuff.
her.
Yeah,
Oh.
she loves that stuff. What am I saying now? People are texting in saying, okay, movie attendance is down. How do they think charging more money will bring more people back? Well, I don't know if they're terribly concerned with bringing more people back. They just need to make some friggin' money.
Well, this did sell out in minutes.
Yeah. Oh,
but-
yeah, you're right.
And this was kind of a special thing. Hopefully they're not just testing this out. But I think your average movie, people aren't going to go pay $50 for it.
$50.
I mean, there's plenty of movies I can't wait to see, but I can wait 3 or 4 months until it's on a streaming service.
Exactly.
People are also saying 99 cents to have sex is a pretty good deal.
Yeah, some of you really went for it there in the back row at the movie theater.
Never once.
Really?
I think I'd remember.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you would have.
What are you talking about, really?
Yeah, I guess it's.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Really?
We all know you're not going to be getting anybody's gear out of their pants at a movie theater.
Oh, that's disrespectful to all the people that worked on the movie. Like, do you think the Foley artist wants me to be getting an HJ in the back of the movie?
Yes.
The who?
Yes, he does.
I tried to pick some sort of person that works on a film that you probably hadn't heard of. You know, it's the guy. Actually, we were just talking about that earlier.
The what artist?
The Foley artist.
Foley, F-U-L-L?
No, like Mick Foley.
Foley.
What does that mean? Now,
So-
this is fascinating. Now I get to learn about the movie industry.
All right, so there's a scene where you're working at an office and you got to staple something.
Okay, one more time?
You're working at an office and you have to staple something.
Sure I do.
Right? So you're ready. So you do it on screen, and then I sit there to record the perfect staple sound effect as soon as you're done.
How in the hell did you learn about this occupation involved in the movie industry?
A tour at Universal Studios. They took us through and showed it how it's done. Like they're like, okay, here's walking through sand, and they have a guy holding on shoes in a sandbox.
That would be
and he's following along with the film.
That would be the
super cool.
Foley artist.
The Foley artist.
Why don't they just call him the sound guy?
I don't know.
It's very cool sounding. I mean, it's mysterious sounding. I don't think most of us could, on the spot, understand the definition or the description of a Foley artist's responsibilities. That's and I can totally see how you would be interested in
It is
such
kinda
a thing.
cool.
By the way, your staple sound was perfect. I think we got it on one take.
Yeah, I think I broke the stapler.
Oh, no.
You know anybody who's worked for Real Skis in the movie industry? And don't tell me the joke about your buddy that worked at Blockbuster.
Oh, dang it. That's the first one I wanted to go with.
I do love that story. I'm kidding.
I do. Yeah, I have a friend who he managed a Hollywood video, and he considered himself in the movie industry.
He told people When they asked him what he did for a living, he said, "I'm in the movie industry."
Right. Yeah, he's in the
And when they
Smart.
asked him, whoa, like how, he said, "I manage a video rental store."
Yeah, Hollywood Video, to be specific.
And didn't he
He,
also?
he did get me some good hookups. Like, we saw the Blair Witch Project before it was even advertised.
Did you ever pull him aside and say, "Bro, stop telling people you're in the movie industry. You rent videos"?
I did when I realized he was serious. I thought it was a joke. Like, what have we said? I know there's been stuff around here that has been said where it's a joke, but no, he presented himself that way.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it sucks.
Didn't you also know someone who developed pictures at the mall? You know, the minute photo development things they used to have at the mall?
Well, I know one pervert that, well, I shouldn't say I know, but we used to see this guy all the time.
This is somebody that I used to be familiar with.
Yeah, he never. All he did was, a grown man showed us 13-year-olds pictures of nude women in the neighborhood.
Ugh.
He worked at one of those photo booths in maybe I shouldn't say a name.
The photo
like a
booth.
pharmacy, right?
The photo booth at the mall or the pharmacy, they develop
you come in, you bring your film, and then he develops it, and he had books upon books of naked ladies, and he pulled us aside a couple times, like, hey, take a look at these. And I didn't realize how creepy it was until I became an adult.
Yeah, that's a serial killer right there.
True that.
He was a grown man. You were 12, 13-year-old kids, and he'd pull you aside and show you what were supposed to be private naked pictures.
Right, that people had developed.
Okay, I was confusing. This is someone I knew years ago who worked at that kiosk at the mall, whatever they call it, where they developed your pictures. And she would tell people when they asked her what she did for a living, she would say, "I'm a professional photographer." When that wasn't anywhere near that. Yes, she develops film, but
I know a couple people. Someone who's a stuntman.
you know someone who's a stunt
Yeah,
man.
a kid I grew up with is a stuntman.
Still currently?
No, now he runs like a jiu-jitsu dojo.
This guy sounds awesome.
Oh, he
So,
is.
Yeah.
For a stretch of time, how long did he last as a stuntman in motion
Oh,
pictures?
he must have done it like maybe 15 years or so.
Any notable releases that he was involved in?
No, I mean, kind of movies like The Condemned, action movies that were maybe B movies.
You hated that movie.
Oh, I did. You know what else I hate? Beer.
Why?
What did he say?
It burns your throat.
Burns my throat. Yeah,
anyway,
it burns
it's
my throat.
Santino Marella reference. That's two in the last 2 days.
And I know a guy who is like a fight coordinator. And he was a part of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's kind of his.
When my brother would drink too much when we were kids, he was a fight coordinator.
And does this count? It's the son of my wife's friend. Is that a close enough? I met him
Go
a couple
ahead.
times.
Just call him your friend. We're not going to,
I don't want to lie. He works on like visual effects, and he worked on, I don't know which one, but maybe one or two of the Star Wars movies, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, there's like hundreds of guys that do that, men and women who are a part of that, and he was one of them.
Can I go back to the fight coordinator?
Yeah.
So, this is a friend of yours. What qualified him to be a fight coordinator in movies? So where, let's say, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Santino Marella are starring in The Condemned Part 2, right? And they're going to fight. The fight coordinator would show them throw a punch like this, take a punch like
Yeah.
What qualified that person for that gig? Was he a professional fighter?
So I met him because he was a boxing instructor. And he kind of worked on some films overseas. I think I thought he said like Brazil or something. And he kind of got pretty good at it. Somebody here saw one of his fight scenes and said, hey, come on over and do a couple. And so the most notable one was he was a part of, not the main guy, but a part of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Never
I
saw
haven't
it.
talked to him in a while, but yeah, he ran like a boxing gym here in St. Paul for a long time.
That's really interesting stuff. I've only known, I think, just one person who worked behind the scenes in big Hollywood movies. He was a lighting professional. You want to hear a cool story? So, a close gal friend of mine meets this guy here in town. He's originally from here, but he's been making a living in Hollywood lighting movies. comes back to town periodically to see his folks, meets this gal friend of mine, and the two of them fall in love.
Oh, that's a movie right there.
Quite quickly.
Oh, that can be dangerous sometimes.
They fell, you would know, in love. She moves to Hollywood with him. What's the problem, Ashley?
It just gets worse.
How is that bad so far?
Fall in love fast. Move with the guy fast.
This is the
a
plot of
beautiful
every
story.
romantic movie that's ever been made.
Do you not believe in love? Anyway.
Outside of Brokeback Mountain, very different plot, but still a romance.
Never saw it. So she moves to Hollywood with him, and she really enjoys her life out there. She didn't have to work. He's raking in the big Hollywood movie bucks. She just spent all day drinking coffee at hip little coffee shops in Hollywood. And she'd be like, oh, Christ, look, there's Weird Al Yankovic. There's John Stamos. Oh, for Christ's sake, look, it's Lucille Ball, right? Hollywood stars everywhere.
That'd be a hell of an orgy, by the way.
James Spader.
Ooh, funny you bring that up because this gal friend I'm telling you about right now is a big fan of James Spader. Anyway, maybe a month she's living with this guy in Hollywood, and she thinks, well, I've got life nailed now. I'm in love. My man has this wonderful job. I just have to sit here all day. And then her cell phone rings one day, and it's him. And she says, hello. And he says, yeah, got some bad news for you. And she says, what? What's wrong? I've been arrested for trying to buy crack from an undercover police officer.
Oh, no. Again, the plot of every romantic movie ever.
And she says, what? Crack from a...
Crack?
What? And he says, yeah, I love crack. I've been smoking crack for years. And this is my 10th offense. I'm going away for a while, so I guess we're breaking up. And she has to move home.
Oh, that sucks.
After about a month, she has to wave goodbye to Lucille Ball, Weird Al, John Stamos. I won't be back. Want to know why? Because my boyfriend smokes crack rocks.
I would take all his stuff. All of it.
I have a friend who...
She didn't take any of his
Really?
stuff.
Because I bet he had some pretty nice stuff.
He didn't have any
Pretty
stuff.
Oh, well, he's probably selling it for crack.
Yeah, he had...
That's what he did.
Everything he had went to crack.
Crack.
That's what crack does to a person, I've heard. I have a friend who, kind of to go along with how you were originally feeling, Ashley, turns out you were right, who she fell in love quickly, and she's really not the type of person to do that, but she did. And months after knowing this guy, she moved to his native Germany.
Whoa.
Quit her job. She worked here.
That's a whole country away.
A couple countries away,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I was just looking at a globe yesterday. That's pretty far away.
It is really far away, especially
on the
for a
size-
small town Minnesotan. And so
Was she dating one of the Scorpions?
no, it was nothing that cool. He was like some business guy of some sort. Never played in a major rock
Did
band.
he know the Scorpions?
I'm sure he knew
From
the
Germany.
Scorpions.
So she moves to Germany. She's in love.
She's in love. She moves to Germany. They break up within 2 months. She's stuck in Germany for a while. Knew no one, really. Didn't speak the language. And it was a miserable... She ended up being there about another 5 months before she came back. And all of us were scratching our heads like, you're really going to move for some dude you barely know? A foreign country and all that? But she came back a huge fan of the Scorpions.
How could you not?
Honestly, just make the best of a bad situation there. I'd be like, well, I guess I just live in Germany now.
I'm not staying in
it.
friggin' Germany. I'll tell you that. I'm not staying anywhere near Germany. Offended Millennial Jesus has texted in to sing us a song. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
My mother smokes crack rocks. 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 That's for all you Wesley Willis fans out there. God rest the soul of Wesley Willis. You're a great crowd. We got to get going. Our next little stop will be a stupid news report. Appreciate you listening this morning to the Half-Assed Morning Show. Be right back.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Listen, it is not too late to stop this. Do not do this. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. It's damn near perfect. It's beautiful as it is. Stop trying to fix what ain't broke. And stop telling me that the tournament isn't the tournament unless the 15th place team in the SEC gets in. Stop jerking with the best event in all of sports, you pigs.
The Jim Rome Show podcast.
What's your beef?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Weren't you banging her for a while, Josh?
No, we kissed once, no spark.
Continuing an off-air conversation that Josh and
No
I were.
spark whatsoever.
I thought you were banging her for a while.
No. But if I was.
That could be a fun bit where we just crack the mics and we continue with no context at all. We continue on an off-air conversation that we were having.
Could get dangerous sometimes.
Yeah, we could run into trouble, but let's try it, at least for today.
Yeah.
At the beginning of every break, we will, with no context for our listeners, we'll just continue or finish a conversation we were having off-air. Josh was talking about his past conquests off-air.
No, that's not what happened.
We were only away for 12 minutes. You couldn't get into too many of them.
No, unless I missed something.
He didn't even get through half of them.
We could devote a whole show to that.
We were reminiscing about former coworkers, and I mentioned, I'm like, oh, yeah, do you remember so-and-so? And he said, that's right, I think I remember her. That's about as far as that conversation got.
I would enjoy if we did that, just keep the conversation going, because sometimes I look in there and I go, I wonder what they're talking about right now.
We're
I
having
told
fun.
you got to come in here, dude. You refused to do it.
Josh has some interesting things to say off-air now and again. Ashley does nothing for me.
Oh, really? I'll try
Off-air?
to be better.
Off-air? You're kind of boring.
Darn. I'll try to step it up a notch.
I would
know what?
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're usually not like this, but sometimes, Nick, have you noticed this? She insists upon herself.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You do. You insist upon yourself.
I'm hurt.
All right. Yeah, I thought maybe you were folding her for a while, Josh, but
No,
he says no.
not even close.
No, didn't even come
It
close.
was one of those things where we were good friends, had one awkward kiss, which is pretty much the only way I do kiss, and that was it.
I've never seen you kiss anybody. Like, I've never seen you kiss your wife.
I'm not physically affectionate.
I would love to see that. And not just a little peck. I want to see how you go about that.
I remember the one afternoon where Josh said to me, he said, Nick, kiss me. I said, look, dude, I'm not going to kiss you.
You should have kissed him.
He said, please, Nick, just kiss me. And I said, we've been friends for so long. I don't, it seems like it would be. He said, dude, please kiss me. I said, look, Josh, I probably shouldn't even be banging you.
And he was right. Ashley, you've seen me and Nick show physical affection. Sometimes when we walk to the bathroom, we literally hold hands.
Yeah, that was odd for me.
Oh.
It was very surprising. I was not expecting that.
Oh.
A few of our listeners have
Okay.
texted in, Josh.
Keep on insisting upon yourself.
A few of our listeners have texted in, Josh, and they say that they also thought you were banging that gal back. But he said,
I wonder why people thought that.
they said, yeah, I thought Cubby was banging her back in the day.
No, we were just friends.
All right. We got a full stupid news report here in front of us. I don't know. We'll try to get through most of it. For you. Where are we starting off? Oh, this guy sounds like a lot of laughs right here. He sounds like a lot of. He's coming straight out of a town called Coral Springs. It doesn't matter where that is exactly. Let's see what happened here. Local police got a telephone call or two about a J-Brone hanging around drunk on the street, Summers. Okay? Dude just hanging out on the street, drunk. Folks said that the dude was tearing off his clothes to some extent. I don't think he got all the way down to, I don't think he got completely naked, but he was tearing off his clothes. He was lying smooth down in the middle of a parking lot. He was running out in front of moving vehicles on the roadway. One driver had to swerve off the road and onto the shoulder to keep from killing the effing guy. So
You're not supposed to swerve out of the way, right? You're supposed to just keep going.
Are you thinking of a deer?
Yeah, same thing, right?
yeah,
I think a person you make more of an effort, but I hear what you're saying.
I think they say, Ashley, deer, ducks, dogs, just keep, human beings, just keep going.
Yeah.
You'll cause more problems if you swerve. So this J-Brone was more or less just acting like a deranged pain in the ass. Drunk on the street. Summers. When the cops drove over there, they spotted him right away. There he was. Ass drunk on the sidewalk. The police found out he's a 41-year-old called Robert. And Robert wouldn't calm the F down for the cops either. He kept running around in circles like a friggin' child.
Trank him.
They almost had to get out the trank dart.
That would be kind of funny if they had those.
I'd love to be the trank dart cop.
I like watching tasing videos, just the instant change in attitude from someone. Most of the time. Sometimes they're superhuman because of the bath salts or whatever.
Yeah, that kind of scares me when I see those.
Right. The guy said it just has no effect on.
Yep.
But if we could watch somebody getting, even if I volunteered to get tased, I'd volunteer to get trank dart just for everybody else's amusement. I bet that'd be kind of fun to watch.
I know a dude who used to run the trank rifle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Did he work at a safari or something?
Every once in a while, he'd have like his partner behind him, right? He's like a long-range trank dart guy, right? And he'd have his partner behind him, and he'd have his finger on the trigger. He'd wait for that tap on the shoulder, and then he'd put one right in the jugular vein. He was the trank dart guy.
Dude, I love that noise you make every time like a trank dart. I love it. Like
and the sumbitch would go, and then they'd go to sleep. He was the trank dart guy.
Cool.
He got a medal for that. Anyway, Robert, the drunken derelict on the sidewalk, running into traffic, this and that. Eventually, the cops had to pin the bastard down. Now, it sounded like the police were willing to give, Robert again is his name, they were willing to give Robert a break and let him go home if he could contact a family member to come pick him up. That's awful nice.
Yeah, that is.
Especially when you consider his behavior, drunk and disorderly, running into traffic, tearing off his clothes. Pretty nice that they were willing to give Robert a break if he could call somebody to pick his ass up. Now, here's the payoff to all this nonsense. When the cops told Robert to make a telephone call to a family member, he said, okay. And that's when Robert reached down and removed one of his shoes, put it up to his face, and began talking into it as if it were a cell phone.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe rescind that offer. Maybe
That's funny right there.
Well, hospital.
I don't care who you are. That's funny.
That's very funny. I like that when people will answer a shoe or a banana or something like that. Yellow. Mm-hmm. This particular guy, I was wondering if he was, trying to be funny, but then I saw his mugshot. And he kind of looks like Jason Momoa if he discovered crocodile. This guy looks completely out of it.
He looks like a guy that would think his shoe was actually a phone.
Yeah, maybe he legit thought he could make a phone call on that. We talked not too long ago about the Sports Illustrated tennis shoe phone.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted that.
Or the football phone.
So cool.
Oh, was it foot?
Yeah, it was a football phone.
I thought they had a shoe one.
Oh, I remember the football phone being the big one.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting that messed up.
They had a shoe, they had a basketball, they had a football, they had a hockey puck.
I have a Bluetooth banana that I can actually answer calls on.
Oh, that is so fun.
Yeah.
I would only use that for my phone. Wait, does it have to be like connected, or can you just like
No,
go
it's
around
got to be
town?
near your phone. It's got to be connected to Bluetooth for your phone, and the banana rings, and you can answer, and you say hello.
Oh, okay. So theoretically, you could take your phone and your banana phone out on the town and just use the banana phone.
Does it sound
That's
like
so
garbage,
cool.
or does it work?
No, it works pretty well.
Really?
Dude, I want a
that's
banana
appealing.
phone.
I'll go see if it's somewhere around the house. I'll try to dig it up and bring it in.
Yeah.
Josh, what television show? Ding. Cello.
Good times. I used to try and answer my phone like that. I love JJ.
When I was a kid, the first time I saw Jimmy Walker, otherwise known as J.J. Evans, pick up the telephone on the television show Good Times, the first time I saw him pick it up, pause for a long period of time, or uncomfortably long, at least for telephone conversation, and then he says, cello. That's all I would do around the house when the phone would ring for about a smooth year.
I realize how old that show is, but why don't people talk about JJ more? That guy was so good. That whole show was so awesome.
I think the reason people don't talk about Jimmy Walker anymore is because he's completely out of his mind.
Yeah, we interviewed him, and we were so excited, and it sounded like he took a trank dart.
Oh.
It wasn't what we'd hoped it would be.
All right, back to Robert here, running around on the sidewalk and using his shoe as a telephone. The police took Robert over to the nervous hospital so they could take a closer look.
7th floor. That's what my parents always said. They would like threaten me with that if I was, I don't know, acting a little goofy. They'd be like, "We'll bring you to the 7th floor of the hospital. With the white coats will come and get you."
Yep.
What? You can't do that.
My folks would threaten to take us away. Now, this here story is one of those deals where the characters involved seem to have bigger issues than just this one particular incident. To me. But I'll just go ahead. I'll dump it on you. And you can decide for your damn self. A gal, what did she do here? She upped and burned her boyfriend's house down. Smooth down to the screws. She did.
What did he do?
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, the gal burned down her boyfriend's grandma house. Okay. Her boyfriend lives there, but it's not his house. He lives with his grandma. And here's why I said these folks might have bigger problems than just this particular incident. It says here, the boyfriend lives on his grandmama property. She allows him to live in the shed.
So she's maybe a little afraid of him.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that he must be quite the character.
Yeah.
We've made that joke before, me and my husband, because we have a shed in the back, when some of our family members have needed a place to stay. And we've talked like, oh, gosh, what if they ask us? They know better than to ask us. My husband will say, like, they can go live in the shed. That's about it. It's the only option we got for them.
Well, Josh's new shed, that's my backup plan for when my wife has finally had enough of me.
Oh, and you know that thing is clean.
Yeah, clean it. You're welcome. Welcome to it.
I can picture you come and bring me 3 square meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Whatever you want. I'll leave a mint on your pillow, whatever you want.
Can you do the fancy thing where you fold the towel into like a goose or something like that?
Absolutely.
All right.
And I'll you know how they sometimes like the toilet paper at a hotel will be folded in a weird way?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
For what reason? I mean, I get it. It looks nice, but okay.
I know.
I'm always like, oh, wow, that's so nice.
So here's a guy lives in his grandma's shed. His girlfriend burned the whole works down. Starting with that shed that her boyfriend lives in. The fire then spread to the house. So, yeah, like Josh said, Grandma allows this grandson of hers to live on her property, but the sumbitch isn't allowed to live in the house. That tells you something right there. That tells you there's many layers to these characters. The girlfriend with the lighter in hand, her name is Heather. She's friggin' 55 years old.
You know,
50?
I saw her age. This is happening to me more and more often. I was like, oh, God, she's so old. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. She's only 4 years older than I am.
Wait, so she's 55. I need everybody's ages now.
I don't know everybody else's ages.
Because what's Grandma's story?
What do you mean, what's her story?
She's dating the gentleman she's dating is also in his 50s. How old is Grandma?
Well, sometimes Grandma might only be 85 or something.
Oh, I
you know
guess,
what
yeah, some people have, yeah. So
I told you,
she could be like 70.
I have a friend, she became a grandmother at 32 years old. She had her kid at 16. Her kid had her kid at 15.
I forget about that situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know of anyone else's ages. But this lady's 55 years old, burning somebody's property to the friggin' ground over her boyfriend. Again, there are bigger problems here. After the fire, the local police found some interesting things on Heather's twisted Facebook page. She posted this and that, directly mentioning how she'd like to burn down her boyfriend's house.
Yep, that's very 55 for
That's
her.
not going to help her case in the long run now, is it?
Get off of Facebook, Grandma.
I've told you before, sometimes I think the cops invented social media just so they could find the dumb ones easier.
Stupid idiot, likely meth addict Heather here, she even posted once on Facebook how she'd like to, quote, this is so stupid. What a tremendous moron. But she posted once that she was going to huff and puff and blow his house down. A witness even came forward and said that Heather straight up said, yeah, you know that fire in the neighborhood the other day? And the witness said, yeah. And Numbskull Heather said, yeah, that was me. I lit that fire because I was pissed off at my boyfriend.
Yeah, she's getting no likes on these Facebook posts.
So long, genius. Now her poor boyfriend's grandma is homeless, and he's shedless.
Well, did it even get to the shed?
It started in the shed.
Oh, okay.
She started there.
What was the
why
point?
go after the
Yeah,
grandma?
why did you have to? That's
I don't know.
All right, so we have an
mean.
answer from someone who knows things about why they fold the toilet paper at a hotel or something. like that. So they know if the bathroom was used
Right.
when it comes to the next cleaning.
They can prove that they cleaned the joint. By the way, our first story here in today's Stupid News Report was about a guy who was effing off. Cops gave him an opportunity. Instead of just saying you're going to jail, and the guy deserved to go to jail, he was running around half naked, drunk, running into traffic. The cops could have just cuffed him and took him to the Stony Lonesome, but they gave him a chance. They said, we will take you home or we will allow you to go home if you can get a relative to show up and pick you up. Listen to this. The perv printer texted in. You know, cops aren't all bad. He says he and the old lady were having an argument at the house once. Cops were called. This was in Edina. And he said the cops took me to my friend's house in Richfield instead of taking him to jail.
Yeah, there's plenty of stories like that.
They'll give you an opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot more times than not, they'll give you an opportunity.
We've seen it. We've seen
Yeah.
it in person.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
We've mentioned before one of our boat cruises, there was a guy, he had too much to drink. There's a lot of ways to get home now, to be safe. He tries to get on his motorcycle, and the cops, who are almost always there, they basically begged this guy not to get on his motorcycle, and they gave him every opportunity. He's like, F you, I'm going to do what I want, and then he gets busted immediately.
what an idiot.
He had so many opportunities.
That's exactly right, old cubby.
Normally I might feel bad for a person, especially because it, was related to our event in some way. But that guy had it coming. I mean, they gave him 15 minutes. They tried to talk him out of it.
I would have laughed. I would have thought that was hilarious.
I find that crazy that the literal cops are telling you not, but you just go ahead and do it anyway. What an idiot.
Like I said,
Can
it was
you be
almost
more dumb?
begging the guy to be smart about it.
Like, we don't want to have to do this.
Wow, this is interesting. A text message just came in, which kind of takes a little from both of our stupid news stories so far this morning. Let me just read it to you. Carl Childers also spent some time in the nervous hospital, and he lived in a shed. Carl Childers from one of my favorite movies, Sling Blade.
I don't remember that he lived in a shed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy,
And his dad was Robert Duvall.
That
Anyway,
movie's got to be like 30 years old.
two elements.
Jeez, I'm getting old.
Couple of different elements from our two stupid news stories come into play, and that was the case in Sling Blade. I love that friggin' movie. I like that part when he says, "What's the number you call for an ambulance?" Dwight Yoakam, who played the prick in the movie. God, he was good. I never knew much about Dwight Yoakam. Country singer, but also an actor, and he played the dickhead in Sling Blade. He was excellent. Before he kills the guy, Carl asks him, what's the number for an ambulance? All right, unless you guys can tell me different, this here effing Frenchman by the name of John, unless you can tell me different, he's the first human being to ever pull a car down the road with his Pecker while he was on fire.
He claims he did the research, and that's exactly right.
Is this the dude that has already pulled a car with just his penis, and now he's adding some flames onto it?
We'll get there.
All right.
We will. Good question. So, can you tell me any different? Do you know anybody else who's pulled a car down the road with their Johnson while on fire?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know someone who's done any of those things. Just isolate that. Who's been on fire or who's pulled anything with their penis.
Right.
Other than some tail. That was stupid.
I kind of liked it.
Well, the simple explanation for the fire was I wanted to be the first person to ever do like a stunt that's never been done. I Googled it to see if anybody's ever done it while they're on fire.
Oh, my God.
And it turns out that they haven't. That's what we did.
Oh, that accent is just torture. John the Frenchman, a 50-year-old man, says here he pulled a French police car down the street with his unit, and he was also on F Me Running Fire. So he tied one end of a rope tight around his little French pee-pee. The other end of the rope he tied to the car, and he started pulling backwards until he got her rolling along. It was just terrible. There's video of this, isn't there, Josh?
Yeah, well, I saw still shots,
Okay.
I guess. I'm sure there is. I just saw still shots of somebody's video. Yeah, I don't get how that works. I mean, how does your penis not fall off?
Well, we'll find out if it did or it did not here with John the Frenchman.
Is it that stretchy?
It's a little stretchy.
Well, you
Not
It
as
was
stretchy as
news
I'd
to
like.
me, like I just discovered a couple years ago, like how the testicles are kind of like stretchy,
Oh, my God.
like that. I
well,
thought,
more the scrotum. At
yeah,
least.
the scrotum. Yeah,
My-
I couldn't think of the correct terminology for it. But yeah,
Oh.
like I just realized, like that's stretchy. Like you can really pull that.
Kind of like
thing, but,
silly putty.
No,
But,
no.
But is the penis the same way?
It's stretchy, but to a point.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Like
first off-
it stops like around, for me, 11 or 12 inches.
Okay. Okay.
So before this guy got his D out of his pants to give it the yanking of its life, he also doused himself in lighter fluid and some other dork set him on fire. Okay, so then he starts backing up. He's pulling the car along. He's on fire. A fair question would be why would a guy... John says he did all this to raise awareness for men's mental health issues. Okay.
Fitting.
I don't know about that.
He lived through the gimmick. Afterwards, he admitted that it hurt quite a bit. He says that his brajol is okay as far as he can tell. It remained rooted to his body, even after pulling that car down the road quite a ways.
Root.
Oh, just why? Why?
So I'm watching the video. So there is video, and It doesn't. It's hard to tell if he actually has it attached to his penis or his clothing.
John said, so you think it might have been a scam?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, this guy sounds funny, and I'll get there. He sounds, you'll see what I mean here in a minute. So John said, I won't lie, it did hurt, but my mind was focused on being on fire. See, even I forgot there for a minute that he was also burning alive while he committed this lewd sex act. So my question is, was this really for a cause? I wonder.
No.
Because this is kind of John's thing. A year ago, here's what you were asking about earlier, Ashley.
Yeah.
A year ago or something, he went ahead and pulled a car up a hill with his balls after someone lit his skull on fire. John also said that this latest bit, he was raising awareness for prostate cancer and bullying in schools. So, Josh, is he just repeating every cause he's ever heard of?
Yeah, I think he's trying to lessen the blow of a guy pulling something with his penis while being on fire.
Exposing his penis to the neighborhood in broad daylight.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is, right?
Oh, I'm also raising awareness for alcoholics who can't read, and I'm raising awareness for a porn star prolapse recovery center. I'm raising awareness for... You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's after the fact. Like, I want to do this crazy thing. How can I make it seem less crazy when I bring it up? Because who's going to say, hey, you shouldn't make awareness of prostate cancer?
Right.
What are you thinking?
Well, who do you think you are standing up for bullying children? You know what I mean?
I've seen that before where people have said something just egregious and horribly offensive and then backtracked in a way to try and make it sound like they're virtuistic.
Yes.
Like, wait, you just don't understand the level of intelligence I'm bringing you.
Standing up for bullied children, I should have said. So anyway, yeah,
That's a weird combination, too.
I don't... If this guy really is concerned and sympathetic and supportive of all these different causes, then F me, I'm wrong. But to me, it kind of sounds like this, like Josh just explained. This guy wants to be on television, wants to be on the internet, wants to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for all this stupid nonsense. And then at the ass end, he says, well, I'm standing up for dying people. I mean, he is. It sounds to me like he's one of those Guinness Book of World Record addicts. He's in the book over and over again for silly things.
Yeah, I've never been interested in being in that book. I mean, do people even read it anymore? Is it even a physical copy anymore? Actually,
it used to be kind of a cool thing.
Oh,
now it's so dumb. Anything they'll give you a record for. I mean,
yeah, that's what I thought.
Stuff nobody would care about.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we used to flip through that in grade school.
Yeah.
I remember the lady with the really long fingernails and stuff like that, stuff that would actually grab your attention, but.
Josh
now these just sound dumb.
No, it's ridiculous now. We've had this conversation a few times. It's ridiculous now. There are people out there who will balance 777 dildos on their nose while riding a unicycle. And yay, everyone, look at me. I'm in the Guinness Book. Who cares? When we were kids, when Josh and I were kids, the two scariest friggin' books you could page through were the Guinness Book of World Records and Ripley's Believe It or Not. Or Ripley's whatever. What
that was it.
Is that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
It was horrifying. What? Spontaneous combustion? Things like that.
Yeah.
It was scary. Now it's a gimmick. It's a joke. What else do I have on John? Yeah, that's it. His little French rod is still there. And he didn't suffer any terrible burns. That's that.
I always get, and I know it's silly, but in movies and stuff, when you see somebody on fire, I always get nervous for the stuntman, even though it's obviously already been completed and all that kind of stuff. It just seems like, oh, that's too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That person's going to be hurt.
Oh, God. All right, I think I can squeeze this last one in here. Oh, sure. Artificial intelligence this. Artificial intelligence that. It's everywheres now.
Yeah, it's in your doctor's offices. That's the weirdest part for me.
Oh, for the note-taking?
Yeah, I went to a checkup not too long ago, and they were like, "Oh, is it okay if we use the AI?" I'm like, I honestly don't care what you guys do. Just make me feel better.
Well, what do you mean? I don't understand.
Yeah, so they bring out like an iPad, so they put it on the counter and they hit record, and so they record your whole entire conversation that you have with the doctor.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of writing it down, and then it will like automatically, I guess, give them the information that they need.
Oh.
I saw that I had that same exact experience, and I was familiar with it. She asked, like, "Are you aware of this?" And I was, because of The Pit on
Right.
HBO. They did the same thing.
Yes, that's the first thing I thought of as well.
It was maybe 2 weeks after that started that she mentioned it.
Okay, yeah. My last doctor's visit, they recorded our conversation. They didn't say anything about AI. So
Weird.
where
Maybe
does
they did.
AI come into play there when your doctor records your conversation?
Because after it records it, the AI will like take out the important parts and like I don't know, kind of like
It'll summarize
take your notes.
visit.
It basically takes the notes for the doctor.
Oh, well, that's okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
This is a great joke. It's a spelling joke, but I wanted to give this person credit. So you mentioned the guy in the last story, his French rod, meaning his penis.
Yes.
And French rod, don't you mean his wee-wee? O-U-I, O-U-I?
You delivered that perfectly.
That's a perfect joke. So good. You don't like that joke? How did he come up with that so fast?
Here's one way to throw a funeral. Back to our artificial intelligence conversation. A gal brought her dead husband back into the mix by creating a hologram version of the sumbitch, and then she mixed in some of that how do you say it, Josh?
Artificial?
She mixed in some of that artificial intelligence in there, and next thing you know, a dead guy is holding a question and answer session at his own effing funeral. Now, how does that sound to you? Do you want to see an artificial intelligence version of your dead brother or sister or mom or dad jaw-jacking at their own funeral?
No, I think that's really, really bad for closure. It's got to be incredibly unhealthy.
I think the technology is cool. I just mentioned yesterday when we went to the USS Midway Museum in San Diego, we watched a movie. It was really cool. They had maybe a hologram might be the better word, but they had a hologram of one of the speakers, and I couldn't believe how realistic it looked.
I saw a hologram Dio in concert.
How was
What
it?
in the world?
It was weird.
I mean, was it realistic looking? Like, if you didn't know what you...
No.
So you'd instantly realize something was off?
Yes. Knowing nothing about the advancements in holograms and artificial intelligence, and this has got to be 8-10 years ago.
There's people
It was very rough and prehistoric looking. But anyway.
I've heard of there being people out there that kind of use this kind of stuff. There's like a program where, it's like you're FaceTiming with your dead relative. I think we talked about it on the show, and like that cannot be good. Like, and they'll do it for like years. Like, they almost feel like they're real and are still alive, and that cannot be healthy.
Did you guys watch Scarpetta?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, what you're describing is exactly what happened in that show.
Yeah, that was so weird.
This
I
here
loved
dead
it
guy,
so much.
this dead guy I was telling you about, Bill was his name. The artificial intelligence version of Bill answered questions from folks as part of a scripted Q&A at his funeral, whatever all that means. The gimmick allowed him to speak to his friends and family one final time.
It'd be pretty cool if you knew you were going to die soon, and you could like come up with some funny answers to these questions. Like, somebody asks, like, hey, did you ever love me? And the F no. No, I hate you.
Right.
You suck.
So you're saying as long as they're very aware of how to be portrayed, you're okay with it then?
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on who we are, how you're built, the
Who
relationship.
the person was. Like, if that's
person.
somebody who would love that kind
Right.
of thing, then yeah, it seems fitting.
And I'm guessing Bill probably did want to be part of this. His wife set it up. So whatever. 200 people showed up at Bill's funeral. where the dead version of Bill would talk to people.
It's creepy, but it's way less creepy than the folks that stuff their loved ones and put them on a motorcycle or something. Hey, he loved motorcycles.
You're
walking by a corpse.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I just thought, like, what I want to be, like, stuffed and then, like, put into a corner where I just, like, stare at people the whole time.
Way different animal, Josh. A video version of you at your funeral telling a few jokes, okay. Me being your best friend ever, carrying you around town and putting a cigarette in your mouth and a pair of sunglasses on your face. And don't make the movie reference or I'll strangle somebody. Don't friggin' do it. I just saw that movie for the very first time a few weeks ago.
So
that
weird.
is one of the worst friggin' anyway.
You never saw that?
Yeah, because you watched
why
it
the
at
hell
a
would I
weird
ever?
age.
Why would I ever? Anyway,
Well, did you watch it during the week or the weekend?
And who did you watch it with?
Myself. 200 people showed up at Bill's funeral. Many of them were unaware that this was going to be happening.
You got to give a heads up.
No, I kind of like that.
So I wonder what some of those people made of the bit.
What in the world?
Can I tell you my favorite death joke?
Yes.
There's a guy. Oh, God. A guy's walking around a cemetery. He's there to dump off some flowers or something, right? And he sees another man in the distance. And the man is on his knees in front of a headstone. And he's bawling uncontrollably. Oh, God, no. Why did you have to die? Why? Why did you have to die? And the guy walks up behind the man who's kneeling in front of the headstone and crying and screaming. And he grabs the guy by the shoulder and he says, "Is that your wife?" And the guy says, "No! It's my wife's first husband!"
He's really torn up about it.
He's inconsolable. Sports
on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Oh, man. All right, so the Pigs are down 2-rip in the series. Gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Lost last night 4-2. 5-2 if you're a puke bag and you count empty net goals. And I'm looking forward to that highlight at 7:30.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
How do you not know what I'm talking about?
There was a lot of goals scored last night.
Don't play with me, Cubby.
It could have been
Don't play with
any
me.
goal.
I'm looking forward to the video. No, that's not what we do around here. I'm looking forward to the audio highlight of that empty netter coming up at 7:30.
There was a combined 7 goals. It could be any goal in that game.
We know what goal it's going to be.
No, we don't. We do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Bet your friggin' life we do. Pigs are down 2-rip. Josh was telling us earlier that there's some bad vibes going around town over being down 2-rip in this best-of-7 series. I say keep it in your pants. The Pigs are going to make this a series before she's all said and done. By God, they will. They got some home cooking coming up. I think the next game is a week or two from today.
Saturday. Ashley, you said you think they're going to get swept.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
The difference between the last series and this series, it kind of seems like they went from the semi-pro mode in video game to the all-pro mode. The team they're playing, they're just so good. The Avalanche.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that the Wild are at least what I watch. It doesn't look like they're not trying out there. Like they're working their asses off.
They've got
a
the
great
Avalanche
team.
is just outplaying them. They're better. They're just better.
So far, they are.
It's insane.
So far, they are the better hockey club.
It is fun watching.
They've been the best hockey club in the league all year long. But the Pigs will make it a series before it's all said and done. Josh, there's a lot of folks out there that wouldn't know the difference between a blue line and a clothesline, but that's irrelevant.
Well, you always gain new fans in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. That used to be when I was the Timberwolves' biggest fan. Now I'll watch some games throughout the year because of your love and my family's love for the Wolves.
It's all about the love. 4-2-5-2 was your final last night. They'll play again Saturday. The Frizzost, we'll tell you about them at 7:30 with Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder. Timberwolves, Game 2 tonight in San Antonio. Twins got to win. Don't go nowheres. Josh has some more news for you here in a few minutes.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. Go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with the biggest names in pro wrestling and beyond.
You could pop up in WWE tomorrow. Would Saraya be there or would Paige be there?
Paige, 100%.
So when you're setting up Logan Paul to frog splash you through the announce table, it's going through your mind.
This should make every headline in the world.
It makes sense, right? And jelly roll.
We knew we had that kind of a moment.
Mindset, motivation, and what it takes to succeed. Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Half-Assed Morning Show.
They're loud, they lose control, they do their little circus act. They're a nuisance.
93X.
I see like a big boulder bounce up from the road and it just smokes my car.
Hits the ground, pull over, smoke everywhere. I don't know what's going on. Oil everywhere.
Law enforcement is asking for the public's help to track down the buttholes responsible for tossing large rocks and motor oil off an Interstate 35 overpass. The Chisago County Sheriff's Office says there's been multiple reports over the past week of vehicles getting hit by objects dropped from the bridge near 530th Street by Rush City.
Dude.
The two 17-year-old boys and their friends who were headed back to the Twin Cities from a fishing trip Sunday.
What the hell?
When about 10 p.m., their vehicle passed beneath an overpass and right into a surprise attack from the sky. Authorities say someone hurled numerous rocks and significant amounts of oil onto passing vehicles and the roadway itself, leaving multiple vehicles damaged. One of the teens took one look and came to a conclusion. He saw Thor's hammer.
Over watermelon
size of Thor's hammer, pretty much, literally, just
The Minnesota.
They're having way too much fun with this.
They were. They got good senses of humor.
Yeah, the video, they just look like total bros.
What was the size of Thor's hammer?
One of the rocks.
Oh.
The Minnesota State Patrol is assisting in the investigation of the full-on idiot operation, and anyone with information is urged to come forward.
That's very 70s and 80s of these kids to throw garbage off the overpass down onto traffic.
That's only happened to me once. I was impressed with the shot.
That's something we
What
all...
was it?
What did
It was
they
a
dump
rock.
on you?
I'm assuming it sounded like a rock, but I didn't actually see it. It just hit the top of
And
the
did you see long-haired teenagers running away after the rock hit your vehicle?
Oh, no, they didn't run. They were on a pedestrian bridge over 62. They just stood there. They didn't care. They were going for everybody.
We did water balloons. We never did rocks. We never threw rocks at cars.
Watermelon sounds awesome.
Your wife's got some new watermelons. Ex-wife.
Yeah, we were thrower off a bridger type kids. I just thought that trend had come and gone.
Thankfully, no one was hurt, but those buttholes are still loose. Coincidentally, on this day in history, 15 years ago in 2011, the movie Thor was released. It was the fourth film in the MCU.
Jeez, it was that long ago?
Never saw it.
There's been 782 Marvel movies since then.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
What do you make of Thor? Is he the type of superhero you can get behind, John?
Oh, yeah. I like Thor.
I relate to Thor a lot, because we kind of have a similar build. I'm talking about Fat Thor, of course.
Oh, yeah, I love Fat Thor.
When he lived in the mountains and just drank beer all day and had that big beer belly.
Oh, he was like greasy looking, too.
Yeah, Fat Thor. That was funny. A local 19-year-old is back in jail after turning his release into a same-day return trip. According to Hastings police, the man allegedly stole a purse from a running vehicle in the Dakota County Government Center parking lot about 1:25 p.m. that day, just after being released. When the driver confronted him, I suspect "hold my beer" was uttered as he doubled down on being a dum-dum, jumped in the car, and took off. A multi-jurisdiction pursuit across Dakota County followed. The teen eventually ditched the vehicle in Burnsville, but his getaway didn't last long. He was arrested shortly afterward, and his brief moment of freedom was over. He's now back in jail, facing charges of theft of a motor vehicle, theft from a motor vehicle, disorderly conduct, and driving on a revoked license.
I would love to see that video. I just find that funny. Like, he gets out to confront him, and he's like, "You know what? I'm going to take your car, too."
Yeah. I don't want just the purse. A video released Monday by police in Washington State shows a drunk woman trying to mow down a child riding a bike along a residential sidewalk last week. Some sort of motorbike.
Yeah, this is up on 93x.com.
And that was just the first dumb thing she did. It begins with the woman honking for several seconds at the child. Then, without warning, she speeds onto the sidewalk, prompting the child to quickly ride away.
The kid is on a bicycle?
No, it looks like a little dirt bike. And I don't know if it's an e-bike or has an engine on it.
Is the public finally turning on 14-year-olds on electric dirt bikes?
Oh, people are sick of it. That's for sure. "This woman is crazy," one neighbor's heard saying as a Ford Focus suddenly swerves towards the kid, then reverses and lines up for another run straight at him. Disturbing cell phone footage, that is, again, on 93x.com, captured by a neighbor, shows the car angling toward the boy as 56-year-old Wendy Clemente continues her honk-heavy performance, as you'll hear in this clip. So, again, just a warning, there is a honk in here, so I don't freak you out.
This lady's crazy. She's trying to run. Oh, my God. No kidding. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, indeed.
I love her.
That's how they talk out there. There's a A and a W in the word God.
Oh, look at my LQ. I put an A and a W in there.
Did you?
I love A and W, by the way. Clemente yells something at the child, who glances back and appears to respond before riding away, only for her car to lurch forward again and accelerate after him along the sidewalk. The vehicle bounces over the concrete, narrowly missing a fire hydrant and bushes, jolting past homes as neighbors scrambled to react, some stepping in, others pulling out phones to record. About 25 minutes later, at 6:30 p.m., roughly a mile from where it all began, authorities responded to reports of a burglary near an intersection in the area. I heard it.
Yep.
I heard your hiccup. The homeowner alerted law enforcement someone was attempting to enter their home after a security system was triggered. Clemente and her vehicle were later found in that driveway.
This is the same lady who tried to run the kid off the road?
Same lady. When questioned, she told cops she took her dogs for a ride, and was looking for other dogs for them to socialize with, denying she entered the residence, but admitting she noticed a dog in the fenced yard and stopped. Hold on.
Next page.
Next page. The sheriff's office said Clemente denied drinking alcohol, but later changed her story and admitted to drinking alcohol, while claiming she doesn't remember trying to pancake the kid. And just to really round things out, she also resisted arrest and attempted to kick an officer.
So she's got all types of problems.
Yeah.
This isn't necessarily all about some kind of anti...
I heard that. Oh,
Don't
you just banged your head on the...
Don't you have a mute button over there?
I had it, and then I was going to say something, so I undid it.
Why don't you just keep your mic off? Anyway, I am normally the type of guy to shake my fist at the young people. I am. Keep the noise down, slow down. But I really dig those electric motorbikes. I'm very envious of those kids when they go ripping down the road on those motorbikes. Josh, you said there are people who are not so pleased with the motorbike gangs?
Definitely, and some cities, they're trying to figure out, well, what do we do? What are the rules here?
Yeah.
I see them a lot, and I'm nervous for some of these kids because they'll pile like 2 on, and they're going so fast. And I'm assuming they're probably not the world's greatest operators of those vehicles.
Yeah, I've seen the same thing, and I'm like, oh, someone's going to die here.
They look like so much fun. And in my neighborhood, at least, they're usually gathered in packs of around 15 or 20 of them at once.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
What are you afraid of?
Teenagers?
Josh.
What?
Same here.
I thought you were afraid of teenagers.
I hope you didn't catch it. I know it's. I think it's on the same toilet seat.
They are scary.
Yeah, I think it's a common thing these days. I don't think it's specific just to Josh.
I'm not afraid of teenage boys, but I am afraid of teenage girls.
Oh, the mean girls?
Yeah, they scare me.
Well, at any rate, it looks like they're having a great time. I'm very jealous. But like you said, we have heard stories that there really are no rules right now, and some folks are kind of clamoring to come up with rules because they're afraid these kids are going to crack their heads open. And
that's my fear.
The word is they already are cracking their heads open and going to the hospital in droves.
I was just going to mention that we've heard from people in the medical field who said we basically had to open up a wing for kids that are getting hurt on these things. Oh my gosh. My son was on one and he got hit by a car. Luckily, he was okay. But I mean, he was doing everything right. And just it was a new driver, a 16. I almost felt worse for the driver because my son was fine, but a brand new driver. He pulls out of a parking lot without looking, and hits my kid. But
man, he's lucky.
I know he is.
Was your wife there when that happened?
She was.
How was she doing?
She, believe it or not, was quite inconsolable at first.
Oh, I'm surprised she didn't kill the poor 16-year-old.
No, she felt bad for the kid too. Once everything was okay, I mean, can you imagine? The kid just got his license.
Yeah,
I can picture your wife throwing a rear naked chokehold on some kid after he hit your son.
Hey, well,
she does have that mama bear instinct.
I can tell.
Now I bet the kid that just got their license, they will always make sure that they are looking both ways when coming out of a parking lot.
That's true. I'm sure he's probably the world's best driver at this point. The woman here in this story is now facing charges of first-degree attempted assault, DUI, and criminal trespass.
That was a 2-pager.
Yeah, usually I try and keep it to a 1-pager.
That lady had so much going on, Cubby had to write up 2 pages.
You know what else I do? If I have a 2-pager, I pre-fold it to help me open it, and I didn't do that time, so I struggled a little bit. So my apologies on that little bit of a delay. Fans of The Bear got an unexpected episode yesterday when Hulu released a surprise prequel called Gary.
So good.
So good.
You guys already watched it?
Yep.
Immediately.
Was there as much yelling as there is in the series?
A little bit towards the end.
Yeah, a tiny bit, but it's so good.
I liked that show, but boy, there's a lot of yelling.
Yeah.
And everybody yelling over each other.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm at home.
The hour-long special follows Richie and Mikey on a trip to Gary, Indiana before the events of the main series. Today is No Hawk Welder Jesus' Friday, headed to Colorado for the next week and a half. Have a great trip. Stay off the gummies. And happy 35th birthday to Concrete Cowboy Jesus from Phoebe with Love. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder on the Half-Ass Morning Show.
Zuccarello has the puck. Down to the goal line, a good stick by Burns. Swats at it. It's played to the corner. 10 seconds to go. Nichushkin will lob it out. It heads towards the empty net. Scores.
You want empty net highlights? You want empty net goal highlights? You got it. You friggin' got it. Well, the Bear Pigs are down 2-0 in the series. Now they're up against it, Randy Shaver and WCHA Hall of Famer Brad Ryder.
Wow, when did I get that distinction?
Just now.
You've been voted in to the WCHA Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. When is the banquet?
It's coming up later on this summer at the old Mariucci.
Okay.
The old one, huh?
Yes.
The old Mariucci. Let's see here. Who's going to MC the sumbitch? Lou Nanny and Clay Matvick will
there
MC
be a band?
There'll be a live band.
Oh, who's going to perform?
The folks who did the Zamboni song. Who were they again?
Yeah.
The Gear Daddies?
The Gear Daddies.
I want Clay Matvick to MC the event. I would like other Gopher hockey dignitaries like Steve DeBus and, Mike Crowley and Dan Treble all to be there.
Sure.
And I'm not stealing your thunder or anything, Brad, but they're also presenting me with an award for the highest BAC at a St. Cloud State hockey game.
Oh, good for you. That's been a long time coming.
They're finally honoring me.
I'll tell
you finally
what.
sobered up.
Exactly.
Right.
So here's the deal. They're down 2-rip in the series. They're up against it, by God, they are. Game 2 last night in Denver. It wasn't quite the money shot compilation like we saw in Game 1.
Right.
With the 15 goals on the board. The pace slowed a little bit, but the result was the same. The Avalanche had a touch more firepower. And the final was 4-2, 5-2 if you count Chicken Dick empty net goals. What did that one sound like again last night? I love a good audio of an empty netter.
Zuccarello has the puck. Down to the goal line, a good stick by Burns. Swats at it. It's played to the corner. 10 seconds to go. Nichushkin will lob it out. It heads towards the empty net. Scores.
They'll be talking about that one for years.
Yeah.
The Pigs went with Old Phil last night between the pipes, and I have no issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's anyone here who wants to say something or another about the goaltenders. Josh said he was online earlier this morning, and everybody was saying, oh, well, what a stupid call by Gene Snitsky and Bill Guerin to put Old Phil in because Wallstead this and Old Phil that. You said there was some piss and vinegar going around?
A little bit. People didn't seem too excited about it. But, like Dana said, Monday morning quarterbacking.
Right,
afterwards.
exactly.
They were expressing the same anger and frustration that they expressed after Game 3 in the Dallas series. Yeah. Well, this is over. What a joke. Same, what was the one text we got? Different team, same result every year. So some people are jumping ship already.
I think if you're going to make a goalie change at all, it would be natural to try to make one in that game.
Right.
I mean, after what happened in Game 1. I mean, I'm not putting it all on the goaltender in Game 1, obviously. There were a lot of other things that happened, but when you give up that many goals, you might want to shake things up a little bit.
I think the biggest decision of this series is Game 3 and the goaltender. I think deciding, because you're probably going to go with whoever you pick next, you're probably going to go with him the rest of the way. So win or lose. So I think that whoever he decides to put in goal for Game 3 that's going to be probably the biggest decision they make in this series.
They got two capable goaltenders over there. I say let her buck one way or the other. I don't care. A couple of things though about last night's game.
I think he'll go back though. I think he'll go back.
Now they're going to go back to Wallstead.
I think he will.
Sure.
Okay. I think they will.
Again, I don't care either way. I'm cool with it either way. I know it's easier said than done, but taking penalties in this series is a terrible idea.
Yep, for sure.
Colorado notched a couple of power play goals last night. I mean, I know, again, it's so much easier said than done. You run hot out there. You know, what's his name with the beard? Hartman? Was it Hartman or Zuccarello who did the little slew foot? I mean, that's just a bad idea. I love the bad intentions. I do. I like dirty pool in a hockey game more than the next guy. But it's just a bad idea. And the Pigs power play unit has slowed a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they're struggling right now against the power play. That's for sure. So to put Colorado in that position is just not smart hockey for the Wild right now. You just can't do that.
It's fine to do it in a Tuesday night game in December, but probably not in Game 2 against Colorado in the Western Conference semifinal.
The stakes are way too high right now.
The Pigs power play unit has slowed a little bit. And you know what? That comes and goes. It'll be back before this series is over. The rest of our conversation here we need to have after we recognize the fine people at Luther Key of Bloomington. See, this is Dan Dingman?
Yeah, the Dinger.
You and the two of you are tight.
Good man.
Yeah, how long have we been doing the Luther Key of Bloomington Wild update? A few months now, and I've forgotten every single time. Someone has had to remind me every single. The 14 goals for the Avalanche are the most goals in the first two games of a playoff series since the Calgary Flames beat up on the Los Angeles Kings in 1988. It's a long time ago. It's a lot of friggin' goals. All right, I got a couple of texts here. I got a few earlier, and now one just popped up from a character named It's Bigger When It's Warm Out, Jesus. He wants to know our take on the hit on Matt Boldy. It was a clean hit. What that was a 14-year-old kid going up against a mountain gorilla. Nate McKinnon is built like a power lifter. Matt Boldy is built like an 8th grader. It was a clean hit. Boldy got cleaned out. So let that go right away. Unless anyone wants to argue that.
No.
12 different Avalanche players have scored in the series. That's an NHL record for the first 2 games of a series, and that shows you something you likely already knew. The talent level over there is pretty sick with the Colorado Avalanche. Their goalie, Scott Wedgwood, 29 saves. So the boys are close. So I'm not calling this. I have no doubts that the Pigs are going to get themselves back in this series. Unfortunately, Game 3 doesn't come around until Saturday here in town.
Because like we covered yesterday, Flintstones on Ice is going to be at the X.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
The Frosties play a game or two, and then the Flintstones on. It's something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. It's an ice show of some sort. Can I tell you the story about my buddy who took his kid to the ice show? His little kid was about 4, and the kid was dying to go see the Weebles on Ice or something. I don't know. It was some kid show that was popular 20 years ago, and they were doing an ice show, right? And my buddy was terribly, terribly hungover on the day that he had to take his 4-year-old kid to this stupid children's ice show. So they walk into the rink. What neither of them knew, my buddy or his 4-year-old, is that there was an opening act where some other children's characters were dancing around on the ice, right? It was about a half an hour long, and the lights went up, and the little kid said, "Is that it?" And my buddy said, as a matter of fact, that is it. And he got to go home and go back to bed, nurse his hangover. The kid didn't know any different.
I had a friend tell me a story once when he was a kid. His parents would take him to the circus. They go to the circus, and beforehand outside, they got some of the elephants walking around. They got some clowns walking around saying hi to people. And they go and they see the elephants, they see the clowns. They say, "All right, did you enjoy the circus? Let's head on back home." It wasn't until he was in middle school that he realized there's an actual event taking place inside.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute here.
What better does the kid doesn't know any better?
He saw an elephant. He saw a clown.
You gave him a corn dog. You gave him we can get back in the car and get the hell out of here.
I looked up at the event. It's the Olympic figure skaters from Milan.
Oh, it's legit Olympic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's in between?
Somewhere's this week between.
Yeah, because I thought the Frost had 2 games.
Oh, yeah. Wait, sorry. This is on May 10th. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. That's on Sunday.
No, I swear to God, there's something to what you're saying. At any rate, we're not going to have a home game here until Saturday.
Yep.
The odds aren't great for the Piggies. Something like 88% of clubs who win the first 2 games of a 7-game series end up winning that sumbitch. The Avalanche specifically are 18-2 in best-of-7 playoff series when winning the first 2 games since they moved to Denver from beautiful Quebec City in the 95-96 season. But I'm here to tell you it ain't over. Brad and Randy are being very quiet. You must be assuming it's over.
I mean, I was going to say something, but it was the most Captain Obvious statement ever. They need to win Game 3. Or else it is probably over. But, yeah.
You were talking about their depth earlier. Colorado in Game 1 had 4 different defensemen score a goal in that game. I think that's an NHL or ties an NHL record in a playoff game to have 4 different defensemen score. So, I mean, the depth of that team and just how they're set up. it's a difficult matchup for anybody, including the Wild. It's just a tough matchup.
And similar to the Wolves, the Pigs have been trying to compete with Colorado while missing key pieces.
Right.
Joel Eriksson-Ek and Jonas Brodin have been sitting at home drinking beer for the first 2 games of the series because of injuries. I would think they'd be ready by Saturday, but I don't know. And this is great. Another text, a set of text messages this morning, all of them saying a similar thing. But I like the way this one was put. It was real nice of Brent Burns to kick Kaprizov in the nuts last night.
He got him good. His reaction, he immediately went down. He clenched those thighs so fast.
Burnsy just kind of flipped his lid there for a minute and said, you know what, I'm going to slap this Russian kid into the glass a few times and see how he likes it if I kick him in his nuts. You get Eck back, you get Brodin back, you get a little home cooking, and she's going to be a series. That's what I says over here.
I like your optimism.
The Pigs are too good to not make this a series. I know Colorado is, we know. They're terrific. Like we said yesterday, the speed and precision behind their puck movement and how quickly they can create scoring opportunities it's one of the best hockey clubs I've ever seen as far as puck movement, positioning, and creating scoring opportunities before you can say Jack Robinson. But the Pigs are capable of they're too good to not make this a series. I'll just say this. I'd be shocked if they don't turn the screws before this sumbitch is over. What else was what other route was I going to take with this? Maybe it'll come to me.
Well, Brad's right. It's very simple. Game 3 is must. They must win Game 3.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's very simple.
It's funny how I just dig the text messages coming in. This is part of what makes playoff hockey so much fun. There hasn't been much nastiness in this series. I know Boldy got punched in the mouth last night. The guy had his glove on, for Christ's sake. It's like getting hit with a pillow. There were a couple of sneaky licks here and there last night, but it hasn't been overly nasty, not by a long shot. But right here, this text right here, Cubby, I dig it. Everything that team does over there in Denver is dirty. Everything. You got to expect a couple of shots to the kidneys, a couple punches in the yap. Come on, that's playoff hockey. But like Joe McGrath said in the documentary Slapshot, you got to give him some of that back. Mm-hmm. Give him a little of that back.
Without taking a penalty.
Without taking a penalty, hopefully, yeah.
I just looked this up. Colorado did not lose. That's not to say they can't, but they didn't lose 3 in a row during the whole regular season ever once.
Jesus.
So you can't. Yeah, that's why Game 3 is a must. You're not going to beat them 3 in a row. You're sure not probably going to beat them 4 in a row.
And what was the stat that popped up on my television last night? I assume it probably popped up on yours as well. When leading after 2 periods this year, the Avalanche is 45-0-0.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, the Wild's record after 2 periods is pretty good, too.
I bet they've only lost once or twice.
Ago. Yeah, right.
Maybe once.
In the Dallas series, I think, in the Dallas series, one of the announcers brought that up, and they lost once, and it was to Dallas.
Dude. CFH.
So whoever leading after 2 periods is probably going to win the game.
Yeah.
All right, turn it off.
It's a 40-minute friggin' game, I guess. You got to consider it a 40-minute game when you consider those stats. CFH bass player Jesus texted in. He said, okay, we got to squeeze in a figure skating show here before the Pigs play the next home, when they play their first home. He says, why not have the figure skaters out there with the hockey players? What the hell's the worst that could happen? What? Well, I got a text here. Lou Nanny. Randy, do you have respect for the word of Lou Nanny when it comes to ice hockey?
Well, of course.
Sure, we all do, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
A listener texted in and said, Lou Nanny is claiming that both Eck and Brodin are done for the season.
Oh boy.
I
haven't heard that, obviously.
And again, just like the documentary Slapshot, where if Dickie Dunn writes it, it's got to be true. If Lou Nanny says it,
well,
we're going to back it up.
Let's hope that's not the case.
No, those guys, could make a grand difference out there. I'm still scrolling through some of these texts because I love the piss and vinegar going around over this series so far. And someone else has texted in to say Brodeen's done for the year. Okay. It's not good. Is it good, Josh?
Not good.
Is it good?
Good.
Or is it
good?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
All right. There you go. We'll try to gather ourselves for Saturday's game. By the way, the Frost, what happened now? The Frost are in the playoffs, too, playing Montreal. They lost in triple overtime? Son of a bitch. They lost in triple overtime. So the series is tied at 1 win apiece for those two clubs.
I think that's a best of 3, isn't it?
I think it's a best of 5 because I was just
best
looking
of
at
5.
this too. Because if there's an if necessary on Friday night here, that's part of the reason why the Wild game is Saturday.
She's a 5-gamer.
Gotcha.
They play game 3 on Thursday, and then then there will be a game 5 or game 4 now. Yeah.
If you go back, you want to talk about some free hockey. If you go back to last playoff season, this was the 7th straight playoff game for the Frizzos to go to overtime, 7 in a row. And the goaltender over there had to make 51 saves. All right. Right or wrong, yesterday, when we were talking about Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama?
Yesterday, we were talking about Victor Wembanyama and his 6 blocks, 4 uncalled goaltending violations, and 2 uncalled personal fouls in Game 1 against the Timberwolves. We talked about that. Did you guys watch the replays?
Oh, yeah. It was pretty bad.
Wow. God, I can't stand those NBA referees. What the hell is going on over there? Yesterday, everybody dumped their slow-motion replays up online of how 3-4 of those blocks weren't blocks. They were goaltending, and 1 was a personal foul.
Do you think it's just because he's an alien and that it's difficult to judge?
I think in defense of the referees a little bit, he's so high in the air you can't tell if the ball's going up or down sometimes.
And that's such a you got to make that call like right away. You've got to
yeah.
That's just a real difficult thing to.
And
the game is so
can slow the replay down and see it afterwards. But
the game is so fast anyway.
Yeah.
But he's
Wembanyama!
Such a freak. He's just amazing.
Josh, people have been asking where that soundbite is from, and if I knew, I forgot.
I forgot. Was that Stephen A. Smith? I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember where that came from.
That sounds right.
So here's the thing. We did receive a few text messages from listeners saying more or less that they're tired of everyone swinging from Wembanyama's jock. They said everyone needs to stop blowing this kid. He's 7'4" with 6-foot arms. He should be blocking a lot of shots. They said, let's not act like he's 6'5" out there doing what he does. He's essentially 12 feet tall if you include his wingspan. So why is it, hang on a second, Randy. I want to finish the thoughts of our listeners who texted in. Why is it, why should we be so impressed that he blocks shots?
Okay, well, first of all, I don't think we've ever seen a big guy at 7'4" this athletic.
Yeah, he's agile.
He's just he looks like he's in a 6'5" frame of a shooting guard, but he's actually
I don't know if he's that agile, but he's pretty agile.
He's that agile.
I don't think he looks like a 6'5" point guard. He looks fairly sloppy.
What I'm saying is, I disagree. For his size, I've seen him run the fast break, actually lead the break. You just don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
He's the perfect combination of a big guy. He's just amazing. Such a freak of nature.
And Finchie knows what he's doing by bringing it up so often in the press that the refs are going to take an extra look at it and probably give him a call more
Hell
calls.
yes.
Yeah, some texts are saying that's just the
It's
magic
all
of it.
gamesmanship.
I love Finchie.
It is.
I love him when he bitches. That's all he's doing. But anyway, I just wanted to make a point. There are a few of our listeners who say, "What's the big deal? He's 7'4". He's supposed to block shots." One guy texted in and said, "It's like when you're 30 years old and you play basketball against a 6-year-old nephew. You slap every one of the kid's shots into the neighbor's yard."
Yeah, to Randy's point, it's more about timing and getting to the spot and being quick enough and being able to anticipate it than being 7'4".
Game 2 is tonight, starting around 9 o'clock. Very excited for this ball game, despite the start time. I'm not afraid of the Spurs. I said it yesterday. I'm not afraid of that ball club. Wolves can win this friggin' series. Timberwolves. All right, so Wembanyama, 7'4", with 7-foot-long arms. Who's the tallest player in NBA history? Go.
Manute Bol.
It's not Manute Bol, but you're very close, Brad.
Bol.
It's not Bol. And it's not Yao Ming, but very good answers. You're right there. What?
Bol.
Huh? What did he say?
Rice Bowl. No.
Try it one more time.
Rice Bowl.
Rice is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Burrito.
Only took you 4 times.
Burrito bowl.
Here's the deal. These are some of the tallest NBA players in history. We're starting at the 7'3" mark, okay? Bol, son of Manute Bol, who I think is still active in the National Basketball Association. Is he not?
I don't know. I don't know if he is on a roster.
I thought he had caught on. Anyway, Bol, 7'3". Randy Brewer.
Oh, yeah.
7'3".
Yeah.
From Lake City, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Drafted 18th overall in the 1983 draft by the Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, played here for the Timberwolves. And speaking of the Bol family, one of my greatest thrills as a local sports fan was going to the old Metrodome in the very first year of the Timberwolves, where the Wolves were matched up that evening against the Golden State Warriors. And the two centers that evening, starting against each other, were Randy Brewer and Manute Bol. And let me tell you something, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder. After the first quarter, Randy Brewer had 17 points. And he finished the game
with 17 points.
With 19 points.
Okay.
At 7'3", Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Some of you remember a big bald guy, played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 7'3", Hashim Thabit. 7'3", Arvydas Sabonis. Now, you want to talk about an agile big man.
Yeah, he's good.
Ralph Sampson stood 7'4".
Yep. Twin Towers.
He and Akeem Olajuwon were the Twin Towers in Houston in the early 80s. At 7'4", Cubby from the Indiana Pacers, Rick Smits.
That's a cool name.
He was good. I love those Pacers teams in the mid-'90s.
Yeah.
Didn't he spell Rick without the C?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, he effing did, by God.
He didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
Get that C out of
The
here.
K got the job done, Josh.
At 7'4", Mark Eaton.
Oh, that guy was a beast.
Yes, he was. At 7'4", Boban Marjanovic, who played sparingly here and there, but he kind of got famous in television commercials. Do you guys know who I'm talking? Josh?
Yeah, he's the guy that missed the free throws on purpose so they win all the chicken.
Oh, that was him. Yeah, I know. Okay. That was funny.
Yeah.
Retire his jersey.
7'5", Chuck Nevitt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Played
know.
at UCLA.
And played for the Lakers. They say here he didn't play much.
No, he did not.
He was
played for a bunch of teams.
Yeah, but he won a championship with the Lakers in '85, and it says here he's the tallest American-born NBA player in history. Well, next on the list is Sean Bradley at 7'6". Where was he born? He's not an American? Sean Bradley.
I'm not sure.
That
I thought he was.
Yeah, I thought he was an American citizen and a college graduate.
German American, it says.
He's German American. Mm-hmm. And then the top 3 tallest players ever: Yao Ming at 7'6", Manute Bol at 7'7", and again, I'll say it, one of the most beautiful people to ever live, Manute Bol. One of the kindest, most selfless, beautiful people we've ever. The tallest player ever? You guys, you know him. You're not thinking of him. I'll give you one more hint. He was in a movie with Billy Crystal.
My Giant.
George Murison.
George Murison was 7'7".
Yeah.
He was also in an Eminem music video.
Which song?
My Name Is.
Oh, yeah? That's a big song.
That was his first date. That was his big debut single.
He was in the video?
I've never seen the video.
Whoops. My Name Is. Whoops. I remember that one.
Did you guys see 8 Mile?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Never saw it.
Fantastic.
I want to say there was a year where Manute Bol played with Muggsy Bogues.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a thing where they had pictures taken together all the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the NBA. They were playing like in the for the Rhode Island sea urchins or something. Some lower level. It was some lower level basketball. You're right. He and Muggsy played together. And Muggsy was what, 5'1"?
5'2", or
5'2"?
Yeah, he was short. I don't know what he was. 5'3", actually. I just looked it up. He was 5'3".
Got a text from somebody here. Street Pharma Jesus. Is that like a drug? I sell drugs on the sidewalk.
Sounds
type?
that way, yeah.
He says he works with Randy Brewer.
Awesome.
I'd like to work with Randy Brewer. What is this? All right, so tonight's game for the Timberwolves. Got to be efficient on offense tonight. Hope to get contributions from quite a few different guys. Ayo Dosunmu, anyone know his situation?
I have not seen an update on whether he's playing or not.
But they did a great job against Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Wembanyama?
Wembanyama did not shoot the ball very well.
He
so
sucks.
I think that will change in this series. He's a better shooter than that. But
I will say I think that they, when I say this, that they let him play, meaning they allowed the Wolves to be physical with him. Yeah. And didn't call the Wolves for a lot of what we would probably call ticky-tack fouls, but they let him play. And if they do that, if the officials let them be a little bit more physical with him, then, yeah, the Wolves would have a great shot.
I mean, I know he had those 6 blocks, 4 goaltendings, and 2 personal fouls, but I thought the Wolves did a great job of kind of drawing Wembanyama away from the basket, pinning him with some screens.
Yeah.
They did a great job with that.
You know,
yeah, the officials let them be a little bit more physical with him in comparison to Jokic or SGA or other guys.
Oh God, don't say SGA.
Come on.
Yeah.
He said it.
I'm not going to say the Wolves won't play hard, won't win this game, but there's also the factor that they've already got one in San Antonio. So there's a chance tonight that, the Spurs will play much different, much harder. Could be a very tough game for the Wolves. They may be satisfied to get out of there with just the one win to get back home. You can't win this series without winning at least once in San Antonio. So,
the Spurs have got to look at this game kind of like the Wild are looking at their game like 3, they have to win this game, or else they probably will not win the series. Yeah.
I say we go out and stomp these fools. This is terrible. Someone texted in to say Sean Bradley is paralyzed after a motorcycle accident.
Oh wow!
I had not heard that.
I think I've seen pictures of him in a wheelchair.
Oh no, I had no idea. That's awful.
Wembanyama shot 2 free throws in the game the other night. I will take the over on that tonight.
Yeah.
He's a punk. Okay, someone sent me a picture of Manute Bol and Muggsy Bogues both wearing the uniform of the Washington Bullet. So they did play in the NBA together.
Yeah.
That's a PR guy's dream right there.
Absolutely.
That's a great photo op.
Yeah, that's a great photo op.
We got more texts coming in about Randy Brewer. Listener says, Randy Brewer did my forklift safety training at my previous place of employment. He was super nice, and he signed some basketballs for my son.
Oh, cool.
He is a good man.
I love you, Randy Brewer.
He plays in your event, doesn't he, once in a while?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he hasn't lately, but yeah, he's really, really, really a nice man.
Out for a rip, Jesus. His dad played against Randy Brewer in high school basketball.
Ooh. How'd that go?
Well, it says here.
Randy Brewer's 7 foot in high school. How'd that go?
Randy Brewer's ball club there in Lake City knocked him out of the tournament. But out for a rip, Jesus' dad did block a Brewer turnaround jumper.
Wow.
Yeah. Got up in the air and blocked Randy as he tried a, what do you call it, a turnaround jump shot. I used to work a warehouse gig with a guy who played regularly in high school basketball against Kevin Lynch. And he said it was just repulsive how badly Kevin Lynch would school him every time.
Oh, he was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
National Basketball Association last night, Detroit won Game 1 over Cleveland. Puke Fest Part 1 goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They beat the LA Lakers by quite a bit.
There's only going to be 4 of those Puke Fests, at least.
That's right. There's only going to be 4.
Baby nuts. Luka Doncic missed that game. Most of these basketball jock sniffers are saying, some are saying there's no way he plays in this year's series. Others are saying maybe he sneaks in at some point or another. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not losing any sleep over it. But baby nuts, pain in the ass that he is. You know, he's got to deal with jag-offs on social media, right? Angry Laker fans, this, that. I don't think he expected that he'd have to deal with the Nate.
He's coming after him?
Woo!
Ric Flair has decided to go after baby nuts. Flair jumped on that godless, soulless, and wildly misinformed social media, and he tweeted this. Luka, please get in the game. Take a shot of cortisone and deal with the pain.
Does Nate got money, or Nate got money on the Lakers or something?
No, but I bet he's got some cortisone laying around the house.
I was going to say, I bet he knows a guy. I bet he knows a guy who can send that way.
I bet Flair could get him the good stuff.
He went on to say, Nature Boy, Ric Flair, to Baby Nuts, they're paying you $50 million a year, and you're not there. WTF. I hope, Genie Bus trades you next year. Nobody wants a lame duck on their team. That's the words of the Nature Boy. Isn't it hilarious how Flair changes favorite teams the way the rest of us change underwears?
It does seem a little weird.
Well, didn't he say he'll be a fan of any team that pays him to come to a game?
Yeah.
He did admit that.
True.
He admitted that in studio.
And the Wild lowballed him.
They
he
did.
was insulted.
Yeah, really.
Was it like $5,000 and he said he doesn't even like put his boots on for $5,000 or something?
Bulletin to the Wild. I think you just found the person to say, let's play hockey on Saturday.
I'm sorry, what about Let's Play Hockey?
He should be the guy. Pay him. Get him here.
Oh, wow, that'd be great. Wow, this is insane how many text messages we're getting here from people who know Randy Brewer. And
maybe Randy Brewer should do Let's Play Hockey.
I wonder if he ever has.
I would, Randy Shaver, tears in my eyes if I could see that.
Yeah.
How about this? I know this guy. Tall guy at the Legion. I know him. He says Ralph Sampson is my first cousin. He goes on to say, I hated playing basketball at family reunions.
I bet.
I know tall guy at the Legion. What else is going on? This is ridiculous now. This next text says, I won the Randy Brewer Invitational Golf Tournament 15 years ago.
So many connections.
That's unbelievable. The brother and sisterhood know everybody. Medical device.
This is like a Kevin Bacon thing.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Medical device. Jesus and Randy Brewer went to different schools together. My college roommate's nickname for his penis was Randy Brewer.
What an honor.
I served Randy Brewer baby back ribs at Outhouse. How do you call it, Joe?
Outhouse?
Outhouse Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse.
I have his basketball card from his rookie year. Randy Brewer is my baby daddy.
Oh, man.
Randy Brewer was also played the role of Goat Boy on Saturday Night Live. I don't know what that means, but this is fascinating.
That's a Jim Brewer joke.
Fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Brewer?
Yeah, that's who played
Jim
Goat Boy.
Brewer's a comedic actor on Saturday Night Live.
Well, there's also a Golden Gopher Basketball Hall of Famer named Jim Brewer.
That's right.
You can't make a lot of Brewer jokes when you mix Golden Gopher Basketball and Saturday Night Live. Because we
Corey Brewer.
Corey
Jim
Brewer. Everybody's.
Yeah.
They're all related.
Right. Bob Brewer played tight end for the Vikings.
Sure.
My ninth grade science teacher, Todd Brewer, can't forget him.
Did he make
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
See?
Brad Ryder was drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers. Speaking of baseball, the Twins put the pump down on the Washington Nationals last night out in the District of Columbia. Hell, the American League Player of the Week, Byron Buxton, slugged a 3-run rod.
He's on fire.
He is, and that helped the Twins whoop the Nationals by 8 runs. They won 11-3.
How about Taj Bradley?
Yeah.
I mean, he just continues to be just really, really good. Solid. 8 strikeouts last night. He had another quality start with 2 earned runs in 6 innings. He's just been really good.
What a cluster bleep the American League is right now.
Not a lot of great ball clubs.
No, oh my gosh, the AL Central especially.
Yeah. The Yankees
Everybody's
are outstanding.
under 500.
Yeah, everyone else is. Yeah,
that's great for the Twins, though. I mean,
it is.
That's great for them right now because they're not getting blown out. They're hanging until they can figure some things out. And it sounds like Joe Ryan will make his next start. It sounds like he's going to be able to pitch, which is great.
The Nationals aren't terribly good at baseball.
No, they're struggling, but they're like the Twins. They're kind of in the same ballpark.
Yeah. Game 2 of 3 starts at 5:45 local time around. Now, here's a couple of clubs who know the proper time to start a ball game. Bailey Ober going to start for the Twins tonight. Okay, more brushes with fame with Randy Brewer, former Golden Gopher. The text messages are coming in. Randy Brewer assisted my grade school basketball team. Randy Brewer officiated my wedding.
Really?
Before he died, Chuck Norris said he wished he was Randy Brewer.
Come on.
Josh's mom was always attracted to Randy Brewer.
Well, that's probably true.
This is unfortunate. Bookshelf Jesus says Randy Brewer gave me pink eye.
Oh, that sucks.
Man.
It's a common name. It's a different
one.
Randy Brewer was in the movie Mallrats, which was filmed at Eden Prairie Center.
I hope this audio gets to him.
Randy Brewer.
Not the pink eye thing.
No.
Everything else.
Randy Brewer has a cabin up north. Well, so does Tom Cruise up in the Brainerd
He's got
area.
a lot of property up there.
You're right, Randy Shaver. The Twins got good news on Joe Ryan and his trick elbow. I guess nothing's wrong.
Yep.
I don't like to read this. Concession stand workers at Target Field might up and go on strike. They're looking for some more money and some better benefits, and they say it sucks over there, and they got no health insurance and no job protect. It sounds terrible. I hope everything works out over there. Do what you got to do. I love the concession stand workers at my ballparks and my local ice rinks. They've never done me wrong.
I heard one person.
Target Field or Target Center?
Target
Field.
Field.
One of the workers said that their hourly wage is not enough to afford a cheeseburger that they're selling at the stand.
Oh, that's pathetic.
That's too
wow.
bad.
No Hawk Welder Jesus says his dad went to high school with Randy Brewer, and every Christmas his dad has to tell the same friggin' story when he has too many beers about how Randy Shaver drove. Huh?
Randy Shaver.
Oh, I'll start again. No Hawk Welder Jesus' dad went to high school with Randy Brewer. And every Christmas, when his dad has too many beers, his dad tells the same story about Randy Brewer driving a Volkswagen Bug in high school. Rocky Dennis was played by Randy Brewer in the movie, what was it? The Mask. I had no idea. Hey, how about this for you fishermen? Way the F up there, Lake of the Woods area. A massive lake sturgeon was caught on the Rainy River, and the big fat pig set a new Minnesota record. An 80-inch lake sturgeon.
Wow.
What does it say here? 80 inches long, a 38-inch girth, save your stupid jokes, estimated at 165 pounds.
Whoa, holy
and
cow.
It was caught by Randy Brewer.
He's got the talent.
That's absolutely incredible, though. Oh, my gosh.
Ashley over here has the hiccups. A listener has sent in a home remedy. A glass of water, grab a paper towel, drink the water through the paper towel, and then French kiss Randy Brewer.
What?
Who's old enough to be your grandfather.
Nah, yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good. I'll just suffer. I can't believe they're not gone yet. It's been an hour.
That's weird that they've stuck around
I'm
so
going to
long.
freak out.
I'm like you, Ashley. When I get them for good.
Jeez.
It's not often, but when I do, it takes a long time.
Honestly, I'd rather have the hiccups than my husband ever get the hiccups, because when he gets them, he turns into just like a psychopath about it. Like, he gets so mad that it's not normal to be this upset over the hiccups.
I'm not trying to get in the middle of that. A listener has texted in to say, I don't know if it was the same Randy Brewer, but a guy named Randy Brewer taught me how to wear a rubber? What are you talking about?
Oh, my God.
It wasn't the basketball guy. How about this dude who caught the fish on the Rainy River? What's he call himself? Travis Keating. This was a few weeks ago. It was 5 below zero, wind gusts of 40 miles per hour, and he pulled that sturgeon out of the river. He described it as how did he describe it? I'll get there. Over an hour of pure chaos is how he described the.
Wow. Yeah, you can just retire fishing now. Like, you won. You're good.
I would too.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'd just hang up the rod and reel. What do you call it in the business? Mount that pig up on the wall and tell the stories until people vomit.
Yep.
My dad
Did you
and I
see
were
the picture where he laid next to it, and
No.
the fish is bigger than him, basically?
Wow.
My dad and I were fishing up on Lake of the Woods years ago, and two big beer-bellied bastards were out there, and one of them, boop, the rod just bent in half. We were trolling around them, kind of in a circle around them.
Mm-hmm.
Big beer-bellied, boom, his rod just bent complete. And it's obvious he's got a sturgeon. I mean, it's magneted to the bottom of the lake like they do, bottom-feeding bastards that they are. And I swear to God, we trolled around these two dudes for 45 minutes, and that friggin' guy was still trying to haul that in. Finally, my dad hollered over, Jesus, cut the line, for Christ's sake. You're gonna kill yourself. I never saw it come out of the water. We were there a good 45 minutes. Those things will fight you until you are dead. Just sheer weight. They've just ugly bastards, two prehistoric-looking bastards. Didn't the picture you saw, Josh, didn't it look like it could just suck you up into its mouth and swallow you forever?
Yeah.
I don't like those. It's like snapping turtles. They're too prehistoric-looking. They give me the creeps. Oh, we got to get going. Okay, that's probably about. I had something else. We'll be in Sabre for tomorrow. Again, what a small world. How many of our listening audience?
Yeah, Randy Brewer apparently has done a lot for the community.
Yes, he has.
Somebody said Randy Brewer Gave him a
Very
vasectomy.
Oh,
my gosh.
He's one talented man.
Well, he can do anything.
Yeah.
Randy Brewer
And he did it blindfolded.
taught me how to make love to a woman. The dude will do anything for his fellow Minnesotan.
He will.
Somewheres he catches wind of this and he gets,
We're going to get sued.
and he gets a smile out of it. Oh, he'll get a smile.
I
We're
know, I'm
having
kidding.
friggin' fun around. Oh, Randy Shaver, Brad Ryder. We'll talk to you boys later on this week.
You bet.
Okay.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. Go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with the biggest names in pro wrestling and beyond.
Sandy's app. If I give you a decade, who do you think's the MVP? 80s, Hogan, not even close. 90s, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Absolutely. 2000s, John Cena.
You filmed it in 2004. Yeah. Isn't the story that role was going to be for Steve Austin? For Steve Austin. Yep. What is one man's trash is another man's trophy.
Mindset, motivation, insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
93X, the home of the half-assed morning show.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's 93X Rock. Welcome back to the setup here that we call the half-assed morning show. Ashley.
Yes.
Is this the liquor talking, or in the past, have you expressed an interest in space travel?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be really, really cool.
Did you say you wanted to die in space?
I said I wouldn't mind dying. Yeah, like if they were like, hey, you can go and see space, but you're probably going to die up there. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. I'll go up and see space.
You would go up to space.
So knowing it's a suicide mission, essentially.
Yeah, I think that's just.
How do you think your husband and your child would deal with that decision?
All right, so I did say that when I did not have a child. That kind of changes
How do you feel about going to space today?
Yeah, I'd go to space today.
You got nothing going on?
I'm free.
Even knowing that you could not come back.
See, like I was just starting to say, now that I have a child, that kind of does change.
Yeah, you're going to want to come back.
Yeah,
but
needs me.
You do have an interest in space travel. Would you go ahead and let NASA rocket your little behind all the way up to Mars? Because I don't know if you know this, but we're preparing for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
She's willing to go to Mars, Cubby.
I mean, I can see the appeal. But I'll let you be the guinea pig on that one.
All right, I'll send you some texts. I'll let you know how it goes.
Let me know when the first Buffalo Wild Wings on Mars opens, and I'll go check it out.
You got to wait for your wings?
Mm-hmm. You couldn't force me by any means to jump into some stupid spaceship, some little pod, and fire me into the sky. I would, Josh, I would choose death. Or Unga Bunga.
Oh, gosh. Do the death.
Over a trip to space. No way you could force me to do it.
Yeah, but of all those, death over Unga Bunga for sure.
Which are you choosing?
Death.
No.
But not by Unga Bunga.
Ah, come on.
No.
You've heard the joke.
I've heard the joke, yes.
God. Okay, he says death. But first, Unga Bunga. We are preparing for this, to send some sorry bastard to Mars, or a group of sorry bastards. But it ain't going to be easy for whoever takes that first ride all the damn way up to stupid, boring Mars. So some scientists, characters like that, where are they? They're in Germany, and they're studying how humans cope in social isolation to try and prepare them for a future mission to Mars.
Yep.
You know, I do own a star. I don't know if it's around Mars or
Here
whatever,
we go.
but I was given a star for my birthday.
Isn't that fun? I have one too.
Do you really?
The most cliche gimmick in dating history.
Oh, man.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Did you have a boyfriend named a star after you, Ashley?
Yep.
And he showed you what it looked like through a telescope?
No, just gave me the sheet of paper. I was like, there you go. I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, I got the sheet of paper. I would be able to tell you.
Who gave you that, Josh?
It was actually a friend, a coworker, who you had a major crush on.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, and I don't know why you always want to present it as so one-sided.
I'm not. I'm just explaining to you.
Because she also found me to be irresistible.
Well, see, you're misunderstanding. If I said a coworker who had a major crush on you, it would take a while to get through all those.
Fair point.
But yeah, the number is smaller for when you've reciprocated.
Fair friggin' point. We're preparing human beings to be trapped in a pod for a 6-month trip to Mars. I think I have that right. 6 months it'll take us to get there.
That's a stretch of time.
Oh, that is a poke.
Yeah. I'm going to have to bring some cards with, maybe.
I get a little
Netflix.
bothered. I get a little annoyed when I have to drive to White Bear Lake, for Christ's sake.
Oh, I don't like leaving the zip code. There's even parts of my city I don't want to go to. It's too far.
Oh, my gosh, Josh, yeah, if you had Netflix, I'm pretty sure you could, I wonder if there's possible to do that math. Could you get through all of Netflix in those 6 months?
All of it.
Yeah.
How much of Pornhub can you get through on that journey?
I've got, I've canceled my next Netflix subscription a while back, but I've been making notes on shows I want to watch. So I could probably spend some time doing that.
Telling you, burner email account and a free trial.
So smart. I have so many emails for no reason.
It says here a trip to the moon takes around 4 days, but if you want to go all the way to Mars, it takes 6 months. So they're preparing people for the isolation of it all. That's the heaviest impact they assume it will be upon human beings who choose this nightmare, the isolation. So here are some of the tests, some of the rules you'd have to follow if you were with this group of scientists in Germany vying to be one of the first people who are sprayed into space up towards Mars. It doesn't sound terribly harrowing to me. But you guys tell me what you think. Some of this stuff is really boring and silly. You must submit to regular blood tests. Okay, no big deal. But I guess there are people out there who are terrified by that idea.
Yeah, I don't mind. I've been poked and prodded.
There they are right there.
Oh, yeah. I've been poked and prodded so many times it doesn't bother me at all.
The Martians are communicating with us. Mm-hmm. I love that movie, by the way. What's that called again?
Mars Attacks.
Dude, I love that movie. Okay. If you're trying out for this trip to Mars, you can't communicate or make eye contact with any medics or other officials who are preparing you for this trip. So I guess they're trying to ready you for limited contact with other human beings. You can't make eye contact with anybody who's taking your blood or checking your blood pressure, whatever they do to prepare you for.
See, that might be a problem for me because I would feel like I'm being rude, even though they know that they expect you to do that.
I wouldn't worry about that.
I would feel rude.
I wouldn't worry about whether or not you're perceived to be rude.
I don't get to make little comments to the nurse about my getting my blood drawn.
Look straight ahead and shut up.
What kind of comments do you make?
Well, I don't know why. I'm a talker when it comes to getting my blood drawn. So
is it nerves?
I don't think so.
Well, it only
like
takes
I said,
15 seconds. What the hell are you talking about?
It takes a while. My veins are crap, so it takes a while.
I made the same joke for so long to so many different phlebotomists. What are they called?
Phlebotomist?
That I had to stop because I thought, I wonder if they hear this all the time.
What are you doing? I'm sorry.
I always just say, well, looks like the right color. And then I thought, you know what? I bet they hear that all the time.
No, I like that.
Why do you always got to make comments?
That's the only one I made.
All right,
now
here's
I
what
don't
else
say a
you-
word
you
other
got-
than owie. You know, you say owie a lot, and that's it.
You can only shower for 5 minutes twice a week.
That's easy. I already do that.
I perfected that back in the day. Not anymore.
They call that the Bitney.
Oh, that's an honor.
I mean, honestly, with the way my life is right now, I get a whole 5 minutes in the shower by myself twice a week.
If you want to go to Mars, you must be in shape. You must exercise an hour every day. You have limited clothing and laundry facilities, obviously. They're getting you ready to be living in a spaceship. You're not going to have your full wardrobe. You're going to have a couple of T-shirts. You can only eat rationed, prepackaged space-style foods.
Oh, I just had some astronaut ice cream the other day.
How was it?
Great. It was as good as I remembered as a kid.
I bet their stuff is pretty good now, right? I mean, they've had decades to perfect it.
Some people, some of the people that are in the military that text us say some of the MREs are pretty good. Some of them are absolutely horrible that they eat in the military.
I've heard stories. No drinking.
I can handle that.
That would have really helped with the 6-month thing.
No energy drinks.
I could handle that.
Yeah.
No caffeine.
Now there's trouble. I can't have a Diet American Dew if I want one.
American Dew.
To prepare you for a trip to Mars, you are allowed, so this is while you're being tested and trained, you're allowed just 1 2-hour video call with family once a week. So 2 hours a week you're able to communicate via video
I don't
with
like video
your
calls.
ungrateful family. What's that?
I don't like video calls.
As long as I don't have to see myself, I don't mind that.
That's why I don't like them. I don't like seeing my face. Sometimes I'll just outside of work, I never really have them. Barely ever.
You never have what?
Video calls. Aren't we talking about video calls?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot what we were talking about.
It's another reason why I refuse to get an iPhone, because I don't want people FaceTiming me all the time.
Never been on a video call.
They don't have that on an Android phone?
You can't do it between the two.
I just ignore them.
That's smart.
You're only allowed 1 small shoebox of personal items.
That's about all I own.
You only get privacy in your tiny sleeping pod and in the bathroom. You can only sleep during regulated times. And now this one here, it sounds like, okay, they're trying to get you ready for living with other astronauts that you're shot up into space with. Forming relationships with the other travelers is frowned upon because it could impact team dynamics and performance. You get to know Ernie over here, your co-astronaut. You get to know him too well, you start to dislike each other. Or maybe you like each other too much and you're playing grab ass in the spaceship. They want it to be very robotic. No personal, no sex.
That's a lot to ask for. You're with somebody for 6 months, right? And you're not supposed to get to know them?
It might save your life, Ashley.
Yeah, I want him to get to know me so he knows that, like, he should try to keep me alive.
But if he doesn't like you.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I
finally,
That's impossible.
again, I think, we mentioned this. A trip to the moon is friggin' 4 days, but going to Mars is 6 months. So you're trapped together in confined quarters with limited resources, far, far away from home. These are the different things. The different ringers they'll run you through.
Can we smoke weed?
No weed.
No weed?
No,
I
you
don't
can't smoke
know.
weed.
No edibles?
I mean,
Nothing?
edibles,
You can't have a
maybe.
Monster Energy drink. They're not going to let you smoke.
I don't know.
I mean, it's worth asking, Dana.
Yeah,
It's always worth the ask.
what if they were like, actually, now that you brought it up, you can bring edibles. That would make that 6 months go by a lot faster.
I mean, not a lot of this sounds that bad, aside from the antisocial stance they're taking. Don't be looking at anybody. Just focus on the task at hand. Don't be banging anybody. Don't be socializing, making friends or enemies with anybody.
Tile Jesus said, question, do we have to shower twice a week?
Yes.
No, that's just the limit. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
You can let it ride, I think, as far
Oh, no.
as long as you can stand it. Are there any rules? A question from Lube Salesman Jesus. Are there any rules against how often you can snap one off? I would imagine you're not allowed to whack off in the space pod. No whacking off. So, I mean, yeah, that doesn't sound so horrible. Little exercise, some foods that, probably isn't great, but, I mean, we've all lived off garbage food before.
Yeah.
I
It
would
sounds
never.
easier than I would have anticipated.
Yeah. Other than the antisocial part, doesn't sound that bad. I'm a pretty social person. I like to talk to people.
Yeah, that part would be
I
the
want to hear
hardest, I think.
their backstories.
No,
yeah,
no
like,
backstory.
Are so bad, right? You're
No
like
backstory.
sneakily having conversations.
I suppose nowadays, though, if someone mentions anything somewhat political, there's some trouble there.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a big
That's
problem.
exactly it, dude. Exactly. Oh, running on up to Mars. No thanks. I suppose the only thing that would change my mind is an ungodly amount of money. But that's never going to happen. They can find schmoes like Ashley who'll go up there for free. What are they going to pay
I'll
me
even
for?
give you a little bit of money.
The only thing that would change my mind, I don't even like friggin' airplanes, so the only thing that would change my mind is unbelievable mountains of money.
I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I was told this when I was younger, that if you smoke menthol cigarettes, something that's in them makes it so that you cannot go to space. I guess when you go to space, like your lungs will like crystallize because it's something in there.
Jesus.
But I have no idea if that's true. I never fact checked it, but
Why don't you do that real quick?
I will.
That might be fun.
When
I'd never heard that before. Menthol cigarettes.
Did you used to smoke menthol cigarettes?
No, that's the thing. So there would be at parties all the time, and we'd all be smoking cigarettes, and I always had Marbreds. Someone would be like, "Oh, try a menthol," and I would say, "No, I want to be able to go to space one day, and I can't if I smoke one of those." And it was like an every party kind of thing. They would try to get me to smoke a menthol cigarette, and finally, I got drunk enough that they got me to smoke one, and then I cried afterwards.
Well, good news, Ashley. You can still go to space.
Okay, cool.
It's a popular internet myth.
Yeah, I was so sad. I was like, great, it's ruined. And I thought my friend Kyle ruined it for me.
That's funny that you had that thought.
Yeah.
That's what your fear of smoking was, you might not be able to go to space.
Yeah, exactly. Not that I wouldn't be able to ever become an astronaut because I smoked at one point in my life.
You'd be the only person here on Earth. The rest of us would be going up and down to space all the time. But you had that one menthol cigarette. And you
I
screwed
suppose
yourself over.
That's what I pictured it as, Dana.
I just thought of something. If smoking kept you out of spaceships, we never would have went to the friggin' moon in the first place.
That's a good idea.
In the 60s, everybody smoked, for Christ's sake.
The Half-Ass Morning Show, 93X.
Yeah, we're going to wrap her up here in just a couple of minutes. We were talking about traveling to space, traveling to Mars. Apparently, we human beings are preparing for such a trip as we speak. Oh, wow. Ashley had an interesting theory that she heard somewheres when she was young. We've proven it to be false. We looked it up. Dana did some research, this and that. We proved it to be false. The theory was if you smoke menthol cigarettes any time in your life and they spray you up into space in a spacecraft, something about the menthol in your lungs would cause your chest to explode and it kills you dead on the spot. And you and the rest of the astronauts fall into oblivion. Apparently that's not true. I had a moment in my life years ago where I thought my chest was going to explode and I was going to just be in pieces over something similar. And although I do think there's some truth to this, I'll explain. Josh, I'm going to have to talk about the real glory days of my radio career for just a minute. When I and my former radio partner were forced into an underwater broadcast.
I remember that.
That's ridiculous, dude. I cannot believe that happened.
Well, that was only one of many ideas.
That's just...
There was going to be an underground podcast.
It's safe.
What did I say?
Broadcast.
There was no such thing as podcast. There was going to be an underground. It's the 90s, Ashley.
I know. I wish I was here for some of it.
It was deep inside industry stuff you wouldn't understand.
Some of it was fun. A lot of it was horrible.
Horrible ideas, silly stunts, just bad radio. But we were in a position where our bosses thought we needed to do something to gain some attention. So we set up an underwater broadcast. And my ex-radio partner and I, Mike, were legitimately broadcasting underwater. We were in a giant fish tank in a parking lot somewhere at a mall. We had our, what do they call this stuff, Josh?
Like your face mask?
We had the breathing apparatus, and there was a microphone. And, yes, we were able to broadcast underwater. And then we would crawl up. It was like a State Fair Midway type act where we could then sneak up out of the water and above the tank. There were little living quarters up there. And we actually spent the night. We spent 2 days broadcasting underwater. Horrible. I mean, we made it fun. The two of us had fun because we were pretty tight bros. And we knew, we were well aware of how ridiculous and awful and embarrassing it was, but that was the spot we were in. So I had to leave the underwater broadcast early because I had to get on one of those airplanes to go to New Orleans. So I know nothing about nothing. This maybe was my third plane ride ever. So I jump out the underwater broadcast, I get dressed, I go straight to the airport. I'm sitting in the terminal or whatever they call it, preparing to leave for New Orleans when a friend of mine calls me out of nowhere and says, "What are you up to?" "Oh, I'm getting on an airplane going to New Orleans." And they say, "Well, weren't you just doing an underwater bro?" And I said, "Yeah, that was friggin' stupid. We did an underwater." And he said, "Well, you can't get on an airplane." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, there's a thing that happens to your lungs where if you're submerged underwater and then in a certain amount of time you get on an airplane and you go that high in the sky, there's something about the differential in air pressure where your lungs will explode and you'll die."
I think it's called the bends.
I'll go along with it. And I said, "What?" Next thing you know, the intercom is saying flight 725 for New Orleans, boarding now, blah, blah, blah. So I got to go. I felt like a jackass if I would have called the trip off due to just what my buddy told me over the telephone. So I got on the airplane. As you can imagine, the first hour of that plane ride, I was waiting to die.
I bet.
I thought, and of course, I'm talking myself into, oh, God, what's that feeling in my chest? Oh, God, what's that? I'm starting to become paranoid and scared. In the end, I lived, obviously, and then I learned later that I would have needed to be submerged much deeper than I was for that to be a real thing.
That's what I would assume.
Yep.
Like, to get the bends, you got to be pretty far down there.
I didn't know that. You should have seen my body language on my face the first hour of that plane ride. I was waiting to splash upon the ceiling, my insides to...
That'd be a pretty gross death, I bet.
Yeah.
And you'd ruin everybody else's Mardi Gras.
Right. Everyone else on the airplane would have had to peel me off the ceiling.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, tough to go have some jambalaya after you see that.
Oh, jambalaya is somewhat similar to the insides of a human being.
I bet it is, yeah.
The taste is very different, though. What does this say? A listener, Hugh Jorgen Jesus, says it's not your lungs, it's the nitrogen in your blood. It depends on how deep you were and for how long. Yes. That was a hell of a deal for me.
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared if I'd never heard that before.
You were working at the radio station, Josh. Did you stop by and say hello at our underwater broadcast?
I was running the board and whatnot.
What?
Yeah, and made the promos for it. I didn't get a chance to. I saw pictures. I thought it was a cool idea, actually.
No, you did not.
Yeah, it was kind of neat.
That seems like an idea Josh would find very cool.
I don't know what the thought behind it was, or were we sponsored by Big Water? I don't know how it happened, but...
Well, the thought was we need more listeners, and this crazy stunt was going to get it done for us.
Maybe like Care 11 would send out a camera crew or something.
And we did get that. Mm-hmm. We did. It didn't make any difference.
Usually it's like a sponsor, right, that they're promoting something.
Yeah.
And they'll involve the radio station.
I'll tell you what, one more story from that underwater broadcast. So I told you that there was like a little living space above the tank. And we slept up there. We sat and drank and BS'd, slept until the next morning. We had to pour ourselves back into the underwater. So this was such a tight, confined area. It was 2 bunk beds. And if you were on the bottom bunk and lying your head on the pillow, if you rolled over too hard, you'd hit your head on the toilet
Oh.
There was a toilet right next to the bottom bunk pillow. Well, guess who got the bottom bunk? Me. I thought me and my ex-radio partner had an agreement. We did not. I woke up the next morning, turned my head to the right, and my nose about hit his thigh, and he's sitting there cutting a deuce inches from my head. And I wake up, and he just looks down at me and goes, "Morning."
That's a way to wake up.
I could have killed him. I can't believe you would do that to me. I thought we understood each other.
It's cold-blooded.
Oh, my damn,
Now,
Josh.
wasn't the deal that you had to, it was an illusion that you were in there the entire time?
Yes.
So that's why you couldn't, like, walk to a bathroom somewhere?
Right, exactly. We led people to believe that, oh, yes, we would drop a curtain in front of the tank and say, well, the boys need to get their rest now, right? And so the illusion was that we were just kind of resting and sleeping in the wall. No, we were up above, and I had poop 6 inches from.
Messed up, dude.
We had fun.
Boy, I was just thinking, I mean, I kind of wasn't considering you're already apprehensive about flying and then throw that possibility in there about your heart exploding.
Oh, God.
Oh, I can't imagine how bad that was for you.
People texted in to say some DJs somewhere else here in Minnesota froze themselves during a live broadcast. Yeah, see, that was also in the 90s.
90s, it was weird.
It was stupid, is what it was.
a lot of stuff.
It was stupid. We got to go.
We do. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Canoe Builder Jesus having their first baby last week. Pig Sticker Bass Fisherman Jesus texts the Luther Key of Bloomington text line with a belated birthday shout out to his little sis who hit 40 Saturday. Happy early birthday to Taxidermy Jesus, who's going to be 54 on Sunday, heading out for a little vacation today. Happy birthday, Bo, turning the big 05 today from Hillman Welder Jesus. And a happy 22nd to CJ from Dad, Leafy Beaver Jesus.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.